I have to fuck exactly what I'm doing right now because we're live right now, motherfucker. We are live
I'll
right
try
now.
again.
No.
Ready.
Yo, fuck the
those are
voice
sound
changes,
clips
man.
from that game.
Don't worry about that shit.
Our kids were all early.
Yo, that was that was that fucking talk shit that was
Back.
promoted through fucking Home Alone, wasn't it?
Yak back.
Yeah, and then you got the fucking girl and his boyfriend there, fucking what I want to call it there. Like how can you tell, make that distinction that's your fucking how your mom sounds? Like way to go to fucking pay attention that your mom sounds like a bro, dude.
Sounded
Like
nothing like them. Like,
exactly.
It sounded like nothing like a normal person. It sounded like somebody was in slow motion. Our kids were all early.
Right? Like what the fuck, dude? I don't know, man. Yo,
Random chat.
yeah. Just sharing out my video real quick. Sharing out a fucking dead link. Still trying to find that sweet spot, man, on when to go live, dude. I tried it like fucking twice yesterday. Once around like 2 o'clock, nobody came. Well, a couple of people did. Fucking, then I did it after midnight too as well, and nobody showed up. I was like, motherfucker, are you serious? So I'm like, okay, those two time zones.
Now,
yeah, I think
right now
yeah, that's why I
seems
wanted
like
to
a
go
pretty
live.
good
Yeah,
time.
yeah, that's why I wanted to see around like at like 6, between 6 and 7. You know what I mean? Just do like a
As
quick
far
hour
as
show.
the people that I associate with, if I ever tweet any time other than like 6 o'clock, I usually get like one viewer like or whatever.
Right.
And then
Actually,
anytime else, like I have to do it at like
let me
after
repost
dinner.
that.
Actually, probably around like 8 works best for me. Weird.
Ah.
Otherwise, people just get flooded with a bunch of random like spam garbage that people like to fucking spew onto Twitter all day.
Right.
Like we don't care that you're going to the washer or that you bought a Big Mac today. Like
yeah, right. It's like,
you.
yo, it's like, yo, what? Okay, cool. Like you're showing shit on social media, which is fine. I don't have an issue with that. But when you try to rub it in people's faces on what the fuck you're eating, dog, we don't care. We don't care. Like we truly do not give a fuck. What up, super nerd man? How you doing?
I mean, if you have something to add about the meal, then
What up,
sure,
Bree man? How you doing, buddy?
by all means. But
yeah. Like, dude,
generally,
like, so
people share shit that's completely irrelevant to anybody.
well, yeah, but isn't that kind of like what we're prone to do, though? Yo, what up, Latency? How you doing, brother?
So.
Well, I mean, like, I think that's how we're wired, right? Like we're meant to argue with people. We're meant to have our own opinions on shit. You know what I mean? It's like it's what makes us different. It's what makes every human individual unique. You know what I mean?
What can I say? I'm a critic, man. I'm a critic.
But then there's that side too. Then there's that side too as well, right? But again, that's just you sharing your own opinion, but you're doing it in a broken down structure kind of way. See what I'm saying?
Honestly, I do need to start telling people what the fuck I'm thinking more.
Oh shit! Right? You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, yeah,
I'm too nice.
Hey, listen. I'm like one of the nicest Canadians out there because when you think about it, dude. Like you and I both get fucking chastised for that shit, for being way too fucking overly nice. Well, it's not my fault that fucking your country treats you like shit.
Fuck, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just natural.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, you fucking American motherfuckers. But goddamn, like,
time to bring out the big bad wolf.
Yeah, there you go. Make that your own little fucking YouTube series on the side. You know what I mean?
Oh snap!
See, now I'm just giving you ideas. But yeah, man, fucking.
Here we go back to the censorship shit though nowadays with YouTube and Zombified Nation.
Facts. Yo, I can't wait till you hear that song, dude. I've been listening to that a couple times there over the last couple of days, dude. That song fucking hits hard, dude. Not only like fucking, it's like a very, very well like fucking lyrical and musical style song, but it just shows, man. Like just like what Tom McDonald's been doing, man, with like the whole fucking woke and cancel culture shit and whatever you want to call it. Like those songs fucking stand out for a reason. You know what I mean?
I watched this one comedy channel that kind of makes fun of all the woke stuff. It's called what's it called? Woke with Awakening with something. I mean, his name? Some weird fucking redhead, long-haired dude.
Right, yeah. Right. To answer your question, though, in the chat there, fucking Bree, man, the reason why I don't like when I stream on Twitch, I will be streaming on Twitch from a gameplay narrative. I will be. I would do it on YouTube as well, fucking whatever you want to call it, for like actual like multi-stream, because I've tested it out before. Issue is that it uses double my data. If I was on regular internet, yeah, I'd do it no problem. No problem. And that's something that I'm trying to achieve for 2022 to see if they can finally fucking allow me to get internet here in my name in my fucking room. God damn it. I've been here for 5 fucking years, dog. Jesus Christ, man. I've proven myself fucking enough. Give me internet. I'm like, God damn.
Can't even fucking fathom that, dude. Like that.
I know, right?
That must just drive you insane. Dude.
Oh, dude, the first year when I got my phone, right, like my older phone, and I first went with Freedom Mobile, it was better, but it still sucked a load of goddamn dick cheese, dog. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, and the funny thing is, like, when I first got here, the internet wasn't that bad. Like, I was able to stream on my fucking shit, like, almost every day. Fucking, it was pretty dope, dude. And then they changed their fucking router, and it's been shit ever since.
Well, the thing is, we depend on the internet so much nowadays.
Yep.
It is what it is. It's pretty much a necessity at this point.
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah. No, Koei should not make a goddamn fucking DW9 Extreme Legends Edition. Fuck out of here, Super Nerd, man. The reason why they should not do that is because they need to come out with fucking 10. They need to fix their ways as what the fuck they did in 9. Listen, I wanted to love 9 so much, dog, because I really believed in that fucking open world formula. So I was like, oh, dude, this is dope. Open world Dynasty Warriors, man, that's fucking amazing. Nah, nah, dude. It's not what the series needed for a soft reboot. But Samurai Warriors 5, however, though, kind of actually proves that they can do a semi-reboot with an added twist to it. Go that route. That's right, Wolf.
To be honest,
you don't play any of the Warriors games, do you?
Not really. Although I played it back in the day, and I thought it was pretty cool. Like I can see the good in it. I like the characters and stuff, and some of their abilities and stuff look pretty cool. They got different weapons. I love that. Like I love having tons of different kinds of weapons and shit.
Yeah.
It's just that they all it's like very similar gameplay.
Yeah, it's a very generic button masher in that, like, so the repetitive factor like is front and center, and a lot of people don't like that. You know what I mean? But in reality terms, though,
getting into
yeah, like every game is repetitive in its own right, but depending on how you perceive it. I know that sounds weird, but like you're playing a racing game. Racing games are repetitive. You're doing the same shit over and over again. You're just going racing up and down tracks and shit. It's what you're fucking doing. But again, people don't look at it that from a repetitive aspect. You see, there you go.
With that. I don't fuck with tracks, man. I like open world. Like, I can't do it, man. I can only go around in the same track so many times. Like, no, I gotta go. I mean, I can go around an open world many times, but I have more freedom to drive wherever I like that freedom. That's the whole thing. It bores me just going around a track. Weird.
Yeah. Kind of similar to, like, the reason why everybody fucking still loves to this day Burnout Paradise. I recently downloaded that, by the way, on my Xbox to give it a try, because I don't really have good memories of playing it. Yeah, I see
apparently
why
that
people
new driver game is supposed to be like pretty dope open world with like upgraded, like having your garage and shit like that too.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I heard it also looked kind of like uncooked too. Oh wait, no, they didn't even show us gameplay. They've only shown cinematic trailers, which is spooky.
Spooky
as hell. Like at this stage of the game, like, come on, dog. What are you, Microsoft?
Yeah, right. Like, okay, so you bring up an interesting point because Starfield's going through that same situation too.
Oh,
Starfield.
The card game?
No, the card game. What?
How do you know? How do you know it's not a card game? We haven't seen it.
Oh shit! Okay. Oh hey, fucking listen. You know what? I can't argue that. You're right. I cannot argue that because we don't know. We have no idea how the game is going to fucking play.
Also coming to iOS and
okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. But yeah, fucking think of it like this though, right? From this perspective, dude. Like imagine if like look at the way Bethesda treated Fallout 4, right?
It has no limit.
Well, no. But what I'm saying is like think of it like this, right? Like Fallout 4 got announced. They literally showed us a trailer, and then showed it off at E3, and then released it the same fucking year, right? Starfield's literally getting that same treatment in a way, I believe. But I feel that fucking Bethesda, the only reason why they had to show that in-game tease was to let everybody know the game is actually alive and doing well. You know what I mean? Because remember, that was a game that they announced fucking, 2 years prior? We didn't see nothing for it. Like, not even a fucking update on the actual fucking what the game is going to be about. Fucking nothing. Look what happened with Fallout 70 shit, right? That game is another game that literally fucking was announced the same year and dropped the same year. And look what happened with that piece of shit. So it's kind of 50-50 at this point. So it's like, So is Starfield going to be like Fallout 76 when it launches with barely any content, but gets better as time goes on? Or is Starfield going to drop kind of like the way Fallout 4 is a complete game, but they're just like, keeping hush-hush until like closer to release, like they did with Fallout fucking 4? It sucks. It's a gamble. But of course, people are going to automatically assume that the game is going to come out because, it's Game Pass. So therefore, the game's going to come out barely functional, barely fucking visible. Like, dude, I've heard some crazy fucking theories, man, about how this game is going to launch, dog. It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, do you remember? Sorry to change the topic.
No, you're good.
But do you remember when you used to figure out who called you and you just typed *69 back in the day?
Yeah, and they would charge you like how much? Like 60 cents per fucking *69 you would do?
I feel like that would be a good name for like a game or a movie or something. *69.
That also sounds like a name for an adult porn film too, as well.
or a car. I don't know.
A car?
Yeah.
Yo, man, I'm going to Florida to pick up my *69.
No, it's the fucking the 6'9" model or
the Thunderbird edition.
Definitely has to have the flames on there.
Oh yeah, definitely. You gotta have. You gotta deck that bitch out, man. You gotta deck that bitch out.
Or no, fuck that. Actually, you gotta go with the shaggin' wagon look. The leopard skin suit.
The shaggin' wagon.
The Cougar mobile.
Oh, hey, there you go. Yeah, alongside with your Scooby snacks. Hell yeah, dude. Yep. Jesus Christ, man. Scooby fucking Doo was the shit, dog.
Oh, I saved it. Sweet.
Scooby Doo was the shit. With all the updates they did DW9, it made the game better. Not as good as it should be fucking then when it launched. Then I might have to re-download that bitch on PS4 because I own it on PS4. I was going to buy the complete edition fucking during the holidays, man, but I was like, nah, fuck it, because I still don't trust that game. Like, you know what killed that game for me? The moment when I fucking saw that I had to do Ubisoft Towers. I was like, no, I'm done. I'm done.
Shit. So do you think they're going to remaster or remake Chrono Cross? Was there some rumor about that?
I'm not sure why they're going with that one. Like, Chrono Cross is not as much revered and beloved as fucking Chrono Trigger. Like, why are you doing that?
Yeah, I see what you mean. That's a good question.
Like, for fuck's sakes, man, like, look, Square Enix, trust me, man, look, regardless of my hate for your remake for 7, just give the fans what the fuck they want. I don't care if you fuck it up or not. At this point, I don't care because I don't give a fuck for that company no more. I truly don't. Outside from their other in-house studios that make better shit like Octopath and fucking that new strategy triangle game that's coming out for the Switch.
You know what? I don't like I like remakes that like remake the game as the game was supposed to be played. I don't like reimaginings really. Every time they reimagine
thank
games,
you. Yes.
It's not the same game anymore.
It's
like,
not.
Now
it's
some
not
casual bullshit.
Yeah, and that's another major issue that I
it.
have with the 7 remake. Like, I love the original for a reason. You know what I mean? But I don't treat it like it's the best fucking Final Fantasy game known to existence. No. To a lot of people, I understand why they would say that, though. because that was the first game that busted their RPG cherry. You know what I mean? But I was already playing games before that. I was already into the FS fucking franchise, man. Like 3, 6, you know what I mean? Or 4, what the fuck you want to call it there? Well, 3, technically 6. You get the idea. But at the end of the day, fucking, like, people have this notion, right, Wolflow, that think that, like, I flat out hate action RPGs and shit, which I don't. I'm not a fan of fucking, like, what you just said, right? Franchises that fucking have a reimagining and shit. Final Fantasy, I'm sorry, like after playing Final Fantasy 15 and platting that game, by the way, for the record, fucking playing that piece of shit and fucking going through it and seeing how the combat is, dude, man, yeah, it can work, but at the same time, it just doesn't feel like I'm playing Final Fantasy at that point.
You know what I mean? I never really played through, like I played them, but I never played right through the original God of Wars.
Right.
I'm gonna piss some people off here. That's I know some people would love, like they would use the example of God of War as like a reboot that like really brought things forward, right? To me, not really. Like I thought there was a lot more like slow walking around in that game, whereas like there's a lot of good action in the original game. I would prefer the original games, to be honest with you.
Yeah, see, my buddy Garuda Legends is exactly like you. Like, he hates the fact that I like the remakes and I don't care for the originals, because he loves the originals, hates the remake. So, yeah, he's reversed, man.
Tomb Raider, big time. Sorry, like, I get that the mechanics are more refined and shit. Like, it's, especially, like, the graphics and all that. But,
Wait, you talking about modern or are you talking about old?
Give me, like, I liked everything about the old ones way more. Like, it was just old school. Sure, they were, like, a little more wonky, but it was more fun to fuck around with them.
Dude, not only that, like, you had jumps
that... You had to aim your jump.
Yeah,
you had to know,
yes.
You had to look around and, like, figure out things, like, the puzzles and everything.
Yeah. The only main thing that I like about the modern Tomb Raider games, like the remastered one and like fucking Rise of the Tomb Raider and shit like that. I didn't fuck with Shadow. Like, I fucked that one. I didn't play that one. But the first two that I did play, the only reason why I like those games, man, is because the way the combat is. I just have so much fun rolling around on the fucking floor with a shotgun, fucking just shooting people. Like, or using a bow and arrow from a distance.
And flipping into the air, cartwheeling.
Yeah, well, yeah. I miss like using the bow and arrow and shit like that. But the classics will forever be what Tomb Raider embodies, man. You know what I mean? These fucking so-called prequels, the prequel trilogy, fucking. I mean, like I said, outside from its fucking combat, I don't care for the games. Like, I like them, but they're not bad. Like, they're not terrible. You know what I mean? But I just prefer that combat. Like, okay, if they took Tomb Raider's combat and Uncharted storytelling and had a baby, perfect. Perfect.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know about the new. I only went through the first one of the. I didn't even fuck with
What's up, J-Dog?
Other ones.
And don't get me wrong, Tomb Raider's combat is not trash by any fucking means, dude. It just, I have a little bit more freedom. Like with as far as like maneuverability goes, and like the way like the weapons are designed, like they're a little bit less accurate than fucking than Uncharted's fucking accuracy, or no, vice versa. Why? Sorry, just slightly, but that gives them more of that realistic fucking approach, though. But yeah, no, I like both combats. I just prefer Tomb Raider over fucking Uncharted's combat. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I'm not taking anything away from Uncharted, dude. Trust me, I'm not. I want to make that clear for the chat. Not you, Wolflow.
I prefer like Anniversary. I think it was where you're like diving at first, because like that game, it took a lot of the old shit, but it had it had a nice coat of paint too.
Yeah,
like,
it did.
Looked good.
Yeah, like the ending of Rise, dude. Oh my god, that last area that you go to, man, at the end of Rise of the Tomb Raider, dude, was like fucking incredible, like visually, like spectacular.
Yeah, I never played Rise. I should play that because I haven't.
Just that ending alone was worth fucking going through the entire game. Like, it's not a bad game. Like, I had a lot of fun with it. I really did have a lot of fun with it.
I hated the story and characters in the reboot, like the original reboot. It annoyed the fuck out of me.
It annoyed the fuck out of you.
Like, it was weird because Laura was like this beast who was like landing on spikes. She's like, gets up, fucking goes on, and everything's cool. And then she like whines about the dumbest shit. It's like, you're whining about that? Like, what the hell?
Dude, like,
Yeah,
you'll be
my
surprised.
cup of tea.
You'll be surprised, man. Like, a lot of these people, fucking, I swear to God, dog, man, like, Jesus Christ.
That's funny. Fucking Coffee Zilla shaved his head and he looks like Jeff Bezos now. Papa Bezos.
Papa Bezos? The fuck is that?
Don't worry about it.
Wolflo into some fucking crazy shit over here.
It's this fucking giant penis spaceship going to the moon.
Could be, man. Shit. Fuck. Captain Thug Nasty. Fatal tried to touch me. I had to show the FBI agent my Darth Vader action figure.
What the hell?
Yo, listen, as fucked up as that is, and how stupid that is, goddamn, that gave me a fucking laugh. Yo, Thug, dude, man, I swear, dude. And of all things, you had to fucking... Why would you do that with Darth Vader, dog? Why would you do that to Darth Vader like that, dog? Like, come on, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you? Jesus Christ. Oh, hey, by the way, Garuda. Fucking Wolflo is the exact same thing as you, bro, man. Fucking, he doesn't care for the fucking the modern God of War game, dude. He prefers the originals, just like you do.
Most of these reboots don't do it for me, man. Just stick like they take it. Why would they take out all the things that we loved about the games? That's the thing. Like what the gameplay was about. Like they totally, we're reimagining it. Like, well, no, you're fucking it up. Like you could build on what was there. Why not build on what was there instead?
See, what you just described is exactly how I felt with Resident Evil 7 until 8 came out and passed everything all up for me.
But we want everyone to enjoy it. It's great for old fans and new fans. That's the old. They always say
they
that.
always say
That's
that.
The
Yeah,
worst PR.
yeah.
As soon as they say that, oh fuck, we're done.
See, Capcom did a double negative, right? Or not double negative. They came out with a hit and then they fucked up on the goddamn with the third one. The remake to Resident Evil 2 was spectacular, fucking spectacular, right? Beginning to end, fucking. I worship that game. Fucking. The remake to Nemesis was a redheaded stepchild that should have never been made. Because the amount of fucking shit that they cut from that game, dude, man, is fucking goddamn dog shit. But I still fucking loved it. I still loved it. God damn it. Because of 20 million. Man, nobody gives a fuck about how many copies the game sells, dog. You know who gives a shit about that shit? The company itself. The publisher. Sony is fucking sitting pretty, man. Sony is sitting happy. But again, but again, Thug Nasty, man. It's about fucking time. Sony finally fucking makes games that can sell past fucking 5 million. Thank you. Thank you. It's about fucking bloody goddamn time. Because Nintendo should not be the only fucking company that should be fucking selling their first party games like that. Microsoft had a couple of fucking shiners with Halo and fucking 360 here. Now they suck. You see what I'm getting at?
Nintendo really is an anomaly when you think about it.
Isn't it crazy the fucking shit that we've seen and fucking been through with that fucking company and they're still here?
I don't know, man. Obviously they're doing something right. They have, you know what they do? They capture people's. It's just like Disney. Capture your mind early.
What's up, Gaming Night?
Yeah,
they definitely capture your mind.
They capture your heart. Fucking, steal your heart? They steal your heart early, man.
Well, I mean, fuck, dude. Like, think of it like this, though, right? You take a fucking, like, Nintendo themselves, man, do some of the fucking craziest industry fucking trend settings, dude, that either fucking work for them, but don't work for anybody else. You know what I mean? Motion gaming worked for them. Worked a little bit for fucking Kinect. Didn't do shit for fucking Move until the VR came out. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So that trend-setting fucking nobody's using that shit no more outside from what, the Switch? Like, who's fucking playing Skyward fucking Snord with motion controls? Latency? I see you in the chat, dog. But still, like, what the fuck, man? But yet Nintendo just gets away with their own shit. And it seems now that, like, all three consoles just want to go and do their own shit. That's just, like, the way I look at it. Because if Microsoft...
They basically just...
If Microsoft...
Nintendo...
if, like, think about it. Like, Nintendo's gone their own route, which is why Sony and Microsoft don't see them as a threat. Microsoft's virtually, like... Look at the shit that they're fucking doing, bro. If they actually wanted to live and thrive by that old school fucking vibe of gaming, dude, man, they'd be doing exactly what Sony is doing. But they're not. They're gone their own route, dude. Their player base is fucked all the shit. Because they're
feels like they're... The only thing I can criticize Nintendo on mainly is... Well, I can criticize them on a few things. But
we always do, but we still give into their shit, though.
They could do so much more. They just want to just do. They just want to just do enough at the end of the day. That's what it seems like. Yeah, just do enough.
Yeah, damn right, Gruda, man. The history of Nintendo is fucking delicious, man. Especially when Yamauchi was in charge. Bro, like, there's a reason why back in the day, a lot of third-party developers, man, fucking stopped making games for fucking Nintendo, dog, because of how fucking stupid their goddamn policies were. But after a while, when Nintendo came to their senses, and they stopped going that route, and they stopped doing that shit, what did they do? They went the opposite direction. And look what happened. They found fucking success there again. Twice. Look at the Switch. For fuck's sakes, look at the Switch. It's over 100 million units sold? Bro. And the OLED just came out.
You know what's fucked up, though? Like, how much Japan is important to the rest of the world, especially gamers, right?
Right, yeah.
And at the same time, I wonder how long Japan, like, until something goes drastically wrong. When you think about, like, where they are geographically, it's not very ideal. Like, shit could hit the fan at any time.
Facts.
Out of nowhere. And it would not be good, bro. Like, think about the water level, right?
Oh, yeah.
And all the fucking... And they're not only, like, they're in earthquake spot, but also typhoons. Like, it could go real wrong. Real fast.
Oh, super fast.
That's always a worry I have.
Yo, Thug Nasty, man. If you want to pop in here, bro, I'll be more than glad to open up another goddamn fucking chat room slot for you, bro. You're more than welcome to pop in here, dude.
You could say you shouldn't worry about things that you can't control, but maybe you can control that to a degree and start preparing for shit like that, you know? Because if Japan goes, we're all kind of fucked.
Well, yeah.
In the world economy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
To a large degree.
Hell yeah. Absolutely.
Well, I mean, the world economy is already fucked. It doesn't need Japan to fuck up. Where, like, come on. How can you just keep taking on debt and have no repercussions? Like, that's not how it works.
No. Definitely not. And see, that's where, like, Game Pass and shit like that. Well, it is. But, like, when you look at it from a gaming perspective, though, like look at a service like fucking, like, what GP is about to do, GP is doing. Like, mind you, a lot of people don't even notice what games are even going in that service on a month-to-month basis. They think it's all old-ass shit, but 90% of the stuff is fucking day one shit from indies. Like, okay, if that's old-ass shit, then cool. I mean, shit, I had no idea that this game that came out fucking this day was released fucking 5 years ago, dog. Like, holy shit. Like, fuck off.
Well, mind you, though, I will say, like, there is a lot of positives and there's a lot of growth at the same time. Like, actual growth.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just, what do you call it? Things have been going, like, fucking way too fast, way too...
Look at what Microsoft did with Xbox Live at first, right? Like, Game Pass is going to have the similar fucking effect. When Xbox Live came around, dude, man, it started off extremely small on the OG Xbox. Extremely small. It wasn't incorporated into Windows, none of that crap like that as of yet. You know what I mean? I mean, fuck, even PlayStation with the PS3 was fucking free for everything for the whole entire generation until the goddamn fucking blackout happened. Like, it was what, 2010? When that shit happened? Or 2009? Because Mortal Kombat fucking 9 had just came out. Fucking crazy. No, it was, sorry. No, it was 2010. It was 2010, actually, because I remember I was living at the new place, and I moved there in 2010. 2010 or 2011, one of those 2 years.
You talk about when PlayStation Network
Yeah,
went
yeah,
down?
yeah, 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 yeah. Was that 2010 or
Want to hear a
2011?
funny story?
I can't remember what year that was.
Story, man?
Somebody will correct me in the chat. Go
I'll
ahead.
tell you a funny story. I wasn't that into single player games before that. Like, for a long time, I was playing the online shit. I went from
Everybody
Guild Wars to,
was.
Skate. I was right into online shit, and then ever since that fucking happened, I started playing. I picked up a bunch of single player games because the internet was down. I played through the Uncharted games and shit. I just fucking one thing led down to another, and next thing you know, I fucking never went back online.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it was kind of like a phase, right? It was like a weird fucking phase that we all went through.
Put me on to shit.
Yeah, because like, remember during the 360, online was in its fucking prime, dude. Like games were trying to mimic Call of Duty and shit, trying to add multiplayer to games that don't need to exist. You know what I mean?
Multiplayer,
yeah, it was just a fucking fad, just like the Wii was a fucking fad. You know what I mean? Now there's multiplayer there, but it doesn't have to be essential in order for your game to be good. And Sony came out swinging with that shit. You know what I mean? Sony came out and said, "Nah, bitch, this is how you make good single player games. Fuck y'all." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I started getting into the, like, really appreciating the experience and the, like, storytelling abilities that actually being able to influence your story and shit like that. Like, that's what's key.
Right.
and I played a lot of Skate 3 on my building my park offline.
I don't even want to talk about Skate 4 because you know they're gonna fuck that shit up, dog. Like, don't even. Listen, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be a double downer, dude, man. But you got to look at the bigger picture of things. Well, look at EA, the company that's making it.
We made it great for old fans and new fans.
They're reimagining of Skate, dog.
Skate reboot.
Yo, Skate reboot's gonna suck.
But they have actually got together a lot of the old team and shit, like the original creators.
I'm hoping that they do, dude. I'm hoping that they do because there's a lot of diehard fucking Skate fans out there.
They brought them back in.
Good shit.
Good. Not all of the team, but I wonder though if all the there's a lot of character in that game. Like when you leave it off, like you leave to go take a shit, it literally like comments on it. He's like, "Did you get it out or whatever?" Like he gets all kinds of crazy, funny shit that they say, especially when you like leave the controller. It's just that game had fucking tons of character, man.
You know, that's another thing that seems like nowadays that a lot of AAA developers have seemed to have lost their touch on like how to build better developed characters and shit like that.
You know what I love? Oh, like cool ass menus and shit too, like that have like just like Persona's a great example, right? Like all the style to it.
Yeah, the arts, yeah.
There's another game, that fucking Brutal Legend, and the menu you like go into. He opens the record, and you like go into it. It's like like plays the metal to it. A game like, fuck man, that puts you right into it, you know?
Yeah, man, yeah. Because that game is pretty much basically showing you what theme that you're going to be into. You know what I mean? Like, okay, another prime example would be Total Overdose.
Yeah, it goes with it.
You ever play Total Overdose? Okay, so
no.
during the OG Xbox and PS2 era, when GTA was at its heights, like,
I didn't play it in fucking the video game, but
no. Okay, so Total Overdose tried to mimic what GTA fucking tried to do, right? Like with the 3D open world and shit like that, but made it in a comedic kind of way with a Mexican theme behind it. Dude, the game was fucking brilliant. The game was fucking brilliant, dude. But it was like it was that kind of shit, man. Like that's what I miss in a lot of these open world fucking games, dude. Like Just Cause is kind of an example where like they give you the freedom to do what the fuck you want to do. You know what I mean? But you can do it in your own way.
They ran with shit on that game. I like Just Cause.
That's what I'm saying. But like more crazy finesse shit like that in open world games, dude, are like so fucking fun to play, dude. Like Saints Row. Like, why do you think Saints Row is so beloved?
Right. Oh yeah. Like the day I realized I should have been playing Saints Row is when I seen like the comparison and like it's showing the graphics. You're like, whatever, okay. And then when it shows like when you're on the car, on the one, it's like you like fall off, and then it shows on the other one. He's like surfing. He starts doing like handstands and stuff, and like, yeah, this is the game I should be fucking playing right now. But I am a fucking GTA fiend though. the end of the day.
Yeah.
I love like just it really fucking captured like basically having a second life, right? Like where you can like do shit. Second life that's actually fun. Like you're not just taking it to trash.
Yeah, we're not talking about Second Life, the PC social game that came out years ago. We're not talking about that game. Relax, people.
NFTs.
Exactly.
Before they were NFTs.
Man, you got motherfucker. My sister used to play that shit, man.
Right. I played Perfect World though.
Oh God.
That game. Perfect Scam.
Yo, my buddy when he was living with me, right? Fucking, this was probably like in 2012. This motherfucker, or the year the game came out, he bought that shit on PC, dog. He bought that shit on PC.
World?
Yeah, he played it for like 2 days and that was it. And he fucking left the game. The old game sucks.
I was in one of the top guilds for the longest time, and fucking we were running shit on the map, and I was spending like probably spent like $1,000 on that game.
Jesus Christ, dog.
Yeah, bro. Like it was. Man, that's why I called it Perfect Scam. Like, it knew how to, like, fucking make you want the new shit. Because the market was so fucking, like, such a big thing, right? You could just, like, literally play the game by setting up shops and, like, buying and selling shit. Super fucking,
Ooh.
just the whole trading system, man. That shit.
You know another game?
It was addicting as fuck.
You know what game did that and did it extremely well to the point where it was based on in-game fucking economy? Was White Knight Chronicles.
White Knight Chronicles had like one of the best communities that I've ever seen. Like, it was an amazing community there.
Fucking, why not bring that back?
Had awesome shit. Had awesome like stories that they would post up and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
They were literally like writing novels and stuff, like making.
And the co-op fucking shit that you did in that game was actually fucking fun as fuck to do. To go and gather shit.
Because it was a co-op. Because it was a co-op based game, right? Like it wasn't like a competitive base. It was co-op based. So everybody that was playing was cooperative. Right?
Yeah, yeah. Like, dude, it was cool going to visit. It was kind of like
the people.
Yeah,
you didn't have the people come in and fucking shit up on purpose.
Nope.
And if they did, you'd help them.
Yeah, like you would make. Yeah, you would go to people's worlds and make legit better fucking offer deals to them, whatever you want to call it, dude, and help them out and whatnot, make them thrive in their economy and shit.
Yeah, like everyone wanted to do well, you know, like do well for the team, pretty much. It was weird like that, like. You didn't even see like quitters really, from what I remember. Like I remember.
Yeah, that game was that game was so good. That game, fucking all the good shit, dog. Is man, fuck, dude. Oh, that generation was wasted. Jesus Christ.
Trading system in Guild Wars was classic too. Like
hell yeah, it was.
No in-game shit there. You'd do runs. You'd have your fucking hustle, and then you trade your shit in for gold and for keys.
Man, dude, how the hell do you think I was able to get platinum armor for all my characters maxed out, dude?
Echoes.
Yeah. You know, because I did the runs on my Ranger. Running them from fucking Lions. What was that? Lions Den, I think it was called.
It's been
so long since I played it, dude.
And then sometimes you'd even give people freebies and shit. And
I give people freebies all the time. I just took tips. That's all I took. I would sit there in the chat. I'm like, yo, running people from here to here, fucking only accepting tips. Fucking my fucking group would bink, fucking fill up instantaneously, man. I was gone.
And then
I was gone.
Meet people. And
yeah, dude.
You're always giving her.
Yep.
And then you even create stories. Like a fucking novel that I'm writing, a fantasy, was all like started based in like, well, shit in my head too, but also like some adventures we went on in Guild Wars and shit. That's when I got into it.
Bro, I made so much money in that game, dude, man. I was giving away plats to guild members and shit so they can get their fucking platinum armor and whatnot, dude. It was fucking phenomenal, dude. Like, Guild Wars was like that first entry into a light MMO that made me fall in love with MMOs, dude. Because before that, it was Unreal Tournament. You know what I mean? So going from competitive to more competitive / cooperation, which I took the cooperation route, I never looked back. I never looked back.
And you could play it. You could even play it single player, like especially once you got your shit.
Oh yeah.
You could meet people to run you through shit.
I soloed the entirety of fucking Nightfall and factions and shit by myself.
You could meet randoms.
Yep.
Get random groups, and then once you get your heroes, you could set your team up any fucking which way, and they can they're better than fucking players in a lot of ways. If you
Yeah,
get the
man.
Mesmers in there and shit, oh, they're countering.
Dude, the
Crazy.
Mesmers, when Guild Wars 2 dropped, man, Mesmers
Oh,
were
man.
fucking... Dude, I hated leveling a
shut you
Mesmer in the
down.
first game. I hated leveling a Mesmer in the first game until I got used to them, like, mid-game, back in Prophecy days.
Yeah, they're
But
like
in 2, they're fucking
That's like-
amazing.
oh yeah, if you're just like starting out, like they're way weaker characters, but then if you use them efficiently, fuck, they can just
Oh,
shut
dude,
people
yeah,
down,
they
right?
shut people down in PvP, dog. Like, bro.
click, 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 click.
Yeah, dude. That shit was dope as fuck, man. And it sucks too as well, because I do remember fucking when Guild Wars 2 came out. I do remember fucking ArenaNet and NCSoft, I think it was. They were coming up with a way to try to get the game over to consoles, like for the new generation of consoles, and whatever the case may be. And yeah, it never happened. It never happened, which is a pity. But I don't
Guild Wars
think.
2 is still going strong.
Yeah,
In fact,
Guild Wars 2 is still going
1,
really strong. Yeah, both of them are.
I was wandering around Guild Wars 1 just the other day, and there was people in all these towns and shit. It's
Yep.
still going. And
Yep.
They're gonna keep it up forever. 'Cause it doesn't
That's
cost
one of the
that much to
positive
run.
traits with the PC side of the world over console side of the world, is that old ass games that were fucking ancient history old are still around to this day. Look at Ultima Online, for fuck's sakes. Fucking
There's a
Wolf Love.
community there. That's crazy.
Dog, Ultima Online is still going to this day. Are you shitting
how
me?
Look how many console games, rest in peace, man. Like,
Mhm.
games we loved, we can't just revisit anymore.
Yeah, man. So like that's
All
why
your
I
shit
personally like a lot of these newer that's why like from the 360 generation like upwards going forward, I don't care if I don't own my shit or not. Because every game that I played on the PC side, 90% of them, dude, man, were through digital means or like fucking, I guess we want to call it piracy, I guess you want to call it that. But a lot of them, when I tried to buy, either the CD code was gone, didn't work. A lot of people don't remember that shit. CD codes were a fucking thing back in the day, guys. You know what I mean?
You know what I love about your podcast is
Hmm.
that there's literally like no fucking like structure. We're just fucking talking about
Yeah.
games, and like that's fucking amazing. Like that's what I like to do.
Yeah.
I hate like all this fucking like, well, let's fucking plan to do this and do that. I hate doing that shit.
Let's shit
And
on a
then
console
it's
that we don't
always
play
like-
with all the goddamn time. How about that? No, we're not doing
You're
that.
you're not really like allowed to just go off about something you're passionate about, because then that would take away time from like getting into the topics. know
You
what
see,
I mean?
yeah,
Like,
and this is the direction that Garuda wants me to go. Like
I think that's-
this motherfucker's been supporting my shit since my old channel, dog. My old channel. And
Go
he's
with
been
the flow.
thriving. Yeah, he's been telling me, he's like, dude, you're not going the right direction, dude. This is the direction you need to be going. You're not going there. Go this direction.
mm,
So that's why I fucking was like, you know what, dude, man? Let me fucking, yeah, you know what? He's right.
might
Enough
have a
fucking
point.
around. Enough fucking around. Let me do me and let me go
Maybe
my
just-
direction.
Maybe just do you and see how it evolves. Like, and you can always add.
Yeah, man.
whatever to it.
Like, what's wrong with having a good sit down conversation with other gamers and talking about shit, man? Criticizing stuff that we don't like, but at the same time, that's it. We move on. We go to the next game. We're not sitting there for fucking 3 hours talking about how bad Halo Infinite is. No.
Oh, amen to that. Amen
Like,
to that.
shit,
I love how
man.
much people talk more about games than they play them. Is that not
Super
crazy?
facts. Super fucking facts. Super
Doesn't make
facts.
any- Oh man,
Like, nah, dude. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Like
that's kind of sad when you think about it.
like that's the way I envisioned gaming should fucking be. Not the way it is now, dude. Like, what the fuck? Like, Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, like, criticizing something is one thing. Go and tell these developers how you truly feel about a game that you're fucking playing. Go tell them that. What the fuck do you think I do? Like, you think fucking the Falconeer would have never actually have gotten fucking fixed if I didn't talk to fucking the developer? Like, I gave him so much fucking feedback on the game, dude, that the game is way better now than it was when I fucking originally played it. Like, come on, dog.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with that, though. Like, but at the same time, like, we shouldn't be out here fighting with each other. We shouldn't be fucking chastising somebody's opinion over somebody else's opinion. We should be out here talking about games that we love, games that we want to see become better. You know what I mean? But like, nobody wants to do that. They just want to be so fucking negative.
Well,
like,
I mean,
nah,
you
man.
can joke around and have fun about
Right.
shit without like
Yeah,
without going on for like an hour about it. Like some people, they definitely beat a dead horse with this shit.
Exactly. Fucking ridiculous, man. It's just like, dude, man, like gaming is not meant to be taken fucking to heart, man. Like these motherfuckers treat it, man. That's why it's so easy for me just to fuck with people and just to mess around with people, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
They're beating a dead pony, man. That's what it is.
Right, okay. It's like what Gruda just said, right? About like, oh, my opinion is number one, right? Obviously, because it's your fucking opinion. We can't take that away from you. It's not our job to fucking change your opinion, Gruda. Like your opinion, when you come out and you say your opinion, and when you're saying that shit, that's your meaningful of fucking opinion. You know what I mean? Like if you don't like something, you don't like something. If you love something, you love something.
I guess there's an opinion, but there's also, I guess there's some undisputable things too. That like, there's also like pretty objective things about certain games. Like,
Yeah.
certain mechanics. It's hard because there is like a fine line. There is definitely a fine line between this is just my taste, or someone else might like something that's slow and boring. How do I know? You know,
Right, and again,
that's good for them.
Yeah, like with me, I play so much fucking shit, dude, man. Like, do you think I give a fuck about what you say about games that I do like? No. No.
I like games that are slow and boring sometimes too. Like it depends what the whole point of the game and the mood of the game is. Like for No Man's Sky, for instance, like
Exactly.
a lot of the time you're just wandering around. Like it's a chill game. That's what I like to do. Like that's perfect for when I'm just like blaze the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like yesterday.
Oh yeah, which we'll be doing exactly after we get done here shortly. Fucking our show.
I'm down.
Oh yeah, we playing that shit again online for sure, dog. Like, dude, this is what I'm trying to tell people, man. Like,
I'm in that mode.
Fuck, people just need to like mellow out and just be okay. Like, don't be scared to share your opinion. Fuck that cancel culture shit. Fuck off, man. I don't want to hear that shit. Say what you got to say and get it out. Especially in the gaming world, man.
I'm getting kind of tired of walking on glass, like more than ever nowadays. Like walking on eggshells. Friggin', it's getting to the point where
that you do.
Dude, like people are just going out of the way for attention for this shit. That's what it is. That's what the problem is. Like they just bring this shit up randomly when it has nothing to do with what we're talking about. You know what I mean? Like we're talking about video games and now you're talking about like inclusiveness, like not to like exclude anybody, but like why not just make it about fucking actual video games and being good? Like it's just like position, right? Like if you're hiring people or like because you want to look like you're more diverse or whatever it is, I don't give a fuck who you hire as long as you hire like the right person. That's the important thing. Like the right person for the job is qualified. I mean, you can hire whoever you want if it's your company, but if it was my company, I would hire whoever the fuck is the best at the job. Like, dude, I wouldn't give a fuck if you're like, maybe if you're like super ignorant, like it more has to do with your attitude, right? Not like where you come from, or like what your background is, what you bring to the table.
Precisely.
Now I'm going left.
No,
See what happens.
Now you're dipping into political territory, dog. Now you're dipping into fucking political territory. Yeah, I don't want to go to that part.
It has become political.
But no, that exactly.
Everything's become political.
I'm glad that you said that. I'm glad that you said that, right? Because I've been observing this phenomenon that's been going on over on fucking Twitter as of late. There, fucking Wolflow, man. Basically, gaming, right? Because you got people in these Twitter spaces, right? Fucking literally giving their political fucking side to video games. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, hold on a goddamn minute. Whoa. Let me just sit in a couple of these and let me just see what the fuck these motherfuckers be saying. Dog, I heard some of the most dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard in my goddamn life, dog. Holy shit. It's like, you know what? Go ahead.
What's that? I want politics in video games. I'll play Tropico.
Thank you. I'll play Civilization. If I want to play a game where I want to go and fucking and like make my political stance on religion and shit like that, I'll play Civilization.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, fuck. Like, politicians, man, politics should not be part of fucking gaming, but it is, whether we like it or not. Whether we fucking like it or not, dog. The only games that you won't fucking find that shit is Tetris, puzzle games. Because you can't fucking publicly political fucking Tetris. How do you add political shit to that?
You know what I think of when I think of the gaming community trying to play Tetris?
Brain cells being lost every 2 seconds?
I think of that friggin' that intelligence test in Idiocracy where he's like trying to put the blocks into the he's like, do you it's like,
yes! Yes! I forgot about that scene, dog! Holy shit! Yep.
that
Yep.
pretty much sums it up.
Garuda, if you want to see where the fuck we're headed, bro, go watch fucking Idiocracy, dog. Go watch that movie right fucking now, and you'll see what direction us as humans are heading. That's a fucking
AI.
documentary, dog. That's a documentary comedy, bro. But it's a documentary, dude. Fucking watch
And
that
that's-
shit.
And that's me in the movie fucking like waking up, going in the army, and then fucking waking up. Yeah.
Hey, question, Wolflo. Don't you find it rather odd timing that they legalized marijuana in Canada, man, fucking as soon as the pandemic fucking started? Right before the pandemic started, they legalized that shit, 2019. December of 2019, no, October of 2019.
Yeah.
That's another
Hadn't
theory
thought
of
about that.
mine. That's another theory of mine, but I'm not going to bring it up on the show because I don't want YouTube blocking my shit.
Oh, you're done already just for saying that.
I probably am.
He's like,
Fuck you,
"Notice how-
YouTube.
now that you've already screwed your channel, good.
Watch my channel just,
I mean, just-
watch my channel or my stream just abruptly end.
Oh man. Can I
Oh,
say
man.
it? Come on, you don't care.
No, I would, dude, honestly, man, but like literally, you literally don't have the fucking freedom to speak fucking like anything on here, dude. Like, and I mean that, no bullshit. No
I'll say
bullshit.
I'll try and say it in a way that the algos won't like shadow ban you.
yeah, like Gruda just said,
Oh.
code words, which is essentially what Wolflow's about to do. There you
Code
go.
words.
Yeah.
So let me see how I can break this. Okay, so you know how like the people that basically collect your taxes, how they have a lot of information, right?
Yeah.
Them and their buddies, they have a lot of like clearly they know more than we do. Like they have access to much more information and intelligence. than
Yeah,
we
they
do,
keep the
right?
receipts
Would you
from
agree
yeah,
with
they,
that?
yeah, they keep the receipts from after they go around doing all their grocery shopping. Yes.
Even though they might not seem like the most intelligent most of the time, they do have certain intelligence
They do.
divisions and whatnot. So
Oh, yeah.
hope I didn't say anything. Okay, yeah, so think about this though.
Don't worry, you're fine.
How is it that I was on YouTube writing comments in January 2020? I was saying like, oh, people need to take this pretty serious. Like, I'm seeing some interesting stuff going on in China, and it's not looking so good. But all of a sudden, it's like, oh, it's fine, don't worry, business as usual. And then, yeah, funny how that worked. How I knew about shit before they did.
Everybody did. That's the thing, dude. Like I distinctly remember. I remember watching the news at my neighbor's
Did they?
place, fucking right near the end of fucking 2019, dude, and they were talking about what was going on over there. And I was just like, oh,
But
what
yeah.
the fuck? Yeah.
And yet they let things happen.
Yep.
Why is that? That's what I'm wondering.
Dun 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 dun. Yeah, yeah. Cue up the X Files song, bro. Cue up the X Files
Yo.
theme. Let's go. Let's go.
Are there any good X Files games?
Yes, the one that was on PS1 that played like a fucking FMV game.
Yeah. Leave it to you to know that shit. for sure.
Listen, that game was fucking dope, dude, man. But it was never fucking in at my rental store, dude. The only way I was able to play it was through fucking emulation. Fucking pissed me off
You know what? Bet you I know why.
because it was good.
Conspiracy. That would be a good soundboard cue right there.
Right, dude? Fucking shit.
Yeah.
I gotta get out my shit, yo.
I'd be all over that.
Yo, we gotta come up like
Especially if Silver comes on for sure.
Aw, dude. See, this is why I cannot wait to get the other two on here, dude. Like this would like a show like this where it's just you and me. I mean, that might just be a standalone thing, but fucking, if you're willing to do that, like, I'm totally cool with that. But as far as like with the four of us, dude, man, like, I cannot wait to do that fucking show. Excuse me.
It got a lot of opinions about shit.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
We would have some interesting conversations all around.
I'll tell you, we would.
It's funny because I'm willing, like, I'm not gonna agree with somebody just to like fucking agree with them. Like when it comes to like disagreeing with people, like I try and be a nice guy and I always do things in a nice way, but I have my opinions on things and I'm not afraid to be wrong about shit. So like if I see something differently, I'm gonna point out the way I see things and maybe we can both get to the truth. Like I want to be wrong because then I can get to the truth. I'm not afraid of being wrong.
This is why, Wolflow, I took the approach, man, of like, and it's the same thing too as well with other people. A couple of people that I know very well in the Roundtable Discord chat, man, like that have the exact same like way I view things in the world. And fucking, because the fact that I didn't pay attention to a whole lot outside, like even in school, like fucking, I mean, that's different though, of course. But like when it came to news, I avoided that shit like the plague. Fucking a lot of things, dude. Like, so I kept myself out of that limelight.
Noise, bro.
Oh yeah, that's all it is. But it's there to manipulate you, though. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that shit I ignored for fucking years of my life, dude. Years of my life, but it also made me see more clear because my brain would love to go on those explory or like expeditions, you want to call it that, fucking on the internet, where I start looking into deeper shit, digging into deeper shit, coming across deeper shit. You know what I mean? And like fucking yeah, like that's when it got me thinking about a lot of fucking crazy shit, dude. Instead of questioning shit.
You gotta do your own homework.
You have to.
Yeah,
you absolutely fucking have to.
You can't get your news from like Facebook and Reddit and Twitter either.
No, God
especially Reddit and Yahoo. Like basically, it's the opposite of whatever they're saying on there. Just take whatever people are saying on there.
Yeah.
If you look back at Reddit posts from like in the earlier 2000s to like even like 5-6 years ago, this shit's aged so bad.
Oh God, yeah.
The calls people make.
Oh God, yeah, dude. Like
it's so bad.
People. That's the thing about the internet, dude. Here's the thing about Here's the thing about yeah. But again, when it comes to social media in general, because Reddit's part of that now, right? So when you got sites like Reddit and all the Tinder and fucking Imager or Instagram and whatever the case may be, you're putting your personal opinions and your personal images and all that shit like that out there for millions of motherfuckers to see. Like
especially Facebook.
Yeah.
They
own it all. Why do you think a lot of this fucking shit that we're seeing nowadays, dude, coming into sharper focus now? Because a lot of people can see what the fuck others are seeing. So people feel some type of way and make them fucking like, oh man, this should be talked about more. Okay, you know what? You want to know what should be being talked about more often in the public fucking spotlight? Bullying. How about that?
Bro.
How about that?
If you want to know, check this out though. I hear that. But if you want to know the future, bro, just go on Reddit and figure out what people are saying. And then the future will be pretty much the exact opposite of whatever people are saying.
Trust me. Oh, yeah, no, trust me.
That's how you can predict the future.
Dude, well, I see that shit already with gaming. I go on this site called Gaming and fucking Leaks or whatever you want to call it, right? Just to see some of the craziest, wackest fucking, like, rumors, if you want to call it that.
I need another.
It's ridiculous, dude. Like, in fact, hold on. Let me go to that site right now and I'll see what's popping on there right now.
Oh, dude, I need to vape.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'll take a bong talk with you, man. I don't give a shit. Well, since you're vaping. I'll take a hit from the bong. Fuck you, YouTube again. I'm Canadian.
Yeah.
This shit's legal, so you can kiss my ass.
Not for kids.
Nope.
No, I turned it out all right, didn't I? I don't know. Maybe not. Is what not to do.
That made me dizzy as fuck. Oh, baby. Oh.
You ever heard of a figure eight?
Figure eight? What the hell's that?
All right. So, do you ever watch the movie Dazed and Confused?
Oh yeah, long fucking time ago. Yeah. Long time
Remember
ago.
that character Slater? Well, actually,
Was
a lot of
that
characters
fucking
in that
McCarthy's
movie.
or was that fucking not
I don't
McCarthy?
know. The dude with the long
McConaughey.
hair is like, yeah, I think he was in it, but
Yeah, and
I
so
don't
was
know if
Mila Jovovich. Yeah.
he's like the guy, the burned out dude with the long hair. Is like, yeah,
Oh, that dude. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I know who you're
So
talking about.
so we had that guy in our town. In fact, we had most of those people at our school.
Now.
It's like basically just a copy of that movie. It was funny.
Bro, dude, man,
Those were the days.
fucking. I swear to
That
God,
guy
man.
taught me about figure eights, where he's like, you basically, man, you take it, and then you hold it, you take a figure eight, man, you go, spin your head around, then you fucking exhale, and then, yeah, it does the trick, man.
Jesus Christ. Jesus.
It's no Z Crippler, though, but I'll tell you about it on another day.
Jesus Christ, Wilflo, you and your drugs. What a great way to
Basically,
advertise.
I remember this dude talking about how he was like the champ. He took one Z Crippler and he was passed out on my buddy's porch for like 6 hours, just rolling around. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's going a little too far for me, dude. That's I don't like. It's funny because like when I was at my neighbors and shit, dude, man, like fucking, they never pressured me to do anything that I never wanted to do. Especially from their son, like I would never ever like get him to pressure me to try shit that I didn't want to try. Whatever the case, I mean, plus his parents wouldn't allow it anyways to happen anyways. Period. Like fucking, but yeah, dude, like trust me, man, I've seen some shit. I know what shit looks like now, so I know like what to look out for and stuff like that. But I mean, I'm not worried about that shit because I bought my shit from the dispensary now, so I'm not worried about laced shit and no more.
Yeah, because if they put like fentanyl or something,
Yeah,
in it,
which
I wouldn't
in
even wanna
fact,
imagine.
one of the actual dudes that was
shit.
living right
Fuck.
next to my neighbors before they bailed, man, was fucking. He died when he was in Guelph and some fucking shit there last year because of an overdose, man. Because some dude fucking laced his fucking weed with fentanyl.
That's
Yeah,
brutal,
man.
dude.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Can't even
It's
imagine.
fucking crazy.
You gotta know where you're like. You gotta know what you're doing. You gotta know what you're putting in you.
Yeah,
What your tolerance is. You gotta
Yeah.
build up to things, and
like
you gotta know
it's
where you're
see.
getting it from.
I'm glad you brought the tolerance thing up because I had this discussion with Garuda the one day when I was talking to him on the phone, and I have baby lungs, and I'm openly honest about that. I'm not ashamed of that because I prefer to have baby lungs because I know my cutoff point is like pretty quickly. You know what I mean? Because like I've managed, and it's a lot more easier for me to control. You know what I mean? Like I can sit here and like for alcohol wise, like I can drink like a 6-pack, depending on if I'm drinking it slow or I'm drinking it fast. If I'm pounding them back, 6-pack is all I need. I'm fucking drunk. I'm out. You know what I mean? Whereas if I slow pace that shit, I might go for a 12er, but sometimes I usually never finish that much because like my body's always like, nah, it's enough is enough. Weed, same shit.
I can, I can get a buzz off of beer.
Yeah,
How
like
crazy
yeah,
is
now
that?
like yeah, I can definitely get you buzz off of a 6-pack. I'm not worried about that, so I'm Gucci there. But I'm glad that I'm a lightweight though for that, because that way I don't
I
have
used
to
to
worry
drink.
about fucking buying so much in a big bulk, man, and shit like that. You know what I mean?
I used to drink 26ers, but now I get migraines from booze, so it's not worth it.
Yeah, it's not worth it at all.
Like, well, I get all burned out after just smoking, blazing. I'm good.
Because
I mean,
that's
it's
a
not the
bot,
same,
Garuda.
but
That's a bot. Anytime you see these, dude, Garuda, man, just click on the 3 dots next to their name, and then click on fucking remove fucking from chat. It's just a bot. That's all it is. D Willis, how you doing, sir?
You know what I like?
Welcome to the stream.
You know what I like to do with bots?
What's that?
Smoke them.
Well, obviously, dumbass. The fuck you mean? The fuck you mean, dog? Bro, my brother used to do this shit where he would take a cigarette, take a little tiny piece of hash, put it at the end of the cigarette, put it in a bottle, like a hole in the bottle, and let the bottle fill up with smoke. I don't know if that's the same with what you're talking about because it's been a long time since I've done one of those.
So
but
we would do that with 3 different bottles, and then we put them all together until they form a Z.
dude, you're wow.
Then you take it all back, and that's a Z Crippler.
Oh well, there you go.
There you have it.
Yeah, those can fuck you up, man. So okay, so yeah, but I didn't do it like that. But I just did a couple of those bottle bots, man. They were prime, dude. Love that shit.
Hell yeah. Yeah, those are the days.
Like sitting there, I remember like I would sit there and I would smoke up with like Faye and all that shit, right? And we would pop in fucking other Dynasty Warriors and we would play fucking Burnout fucking 3 Takedown. Dude, Burnout 3
Oh, I
Takedown.
used to play that with my
Bro,
roommate too.
dude, that was the game like you would sit there, you'd smoke up, dude, man, and like you're in the fucking zone playing takedown mode, like where you're playing so fucking good, like you're dodging shit like you normally would never dodge. Just
That the one
racking
on
up
the
fucking takedowns, dog.
is that the one on the OG Xbox?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was fun for sure. The old school
Yeah, man.
games like that. My roommate, I had the Xbox with all the games on it, like pretty not at all, but like we had hundreds of games, different ways, right?
Right.
The OG Xbox, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
dude.
yeah, my Indian roommate, he ended up like buying it off me. Now looking back, I almost wish I didn't sell it. That'd been cool to have still.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I have to
Absolutely.
get another one. I definitely have to get a nice arcade system going on. That would be decent, like a cabinet.
Yeah. An arcade cabinet would be nice, man, but I like they want like fucking $300, $400 for that over here, dude. It's like, nah, I'm good. I'd love to have that, man, but not here, man. Not a fucking hotel setting. Jesus
Um,
Christ.
I think I got some buddies who could probably make one. I don't know.
I want to get
Look
one
into
of
that.
the Turtles in Time, dude, arcade fucking cabinet. That's the one I want the most.
All right.
I fucking love that game. Oh, God, man. Like, to this day, that's still one of my fucking go-to beat-em-up games of all time. Like, I fucking
That
worship that
game,
game.
that game kind of like tipped you upside down and shook you for quarters for sure.
Oh, no, it did,
Boss.
but, dude, you didn't give a fuck. You didn't. See, you
Or-
gotta remember,
Not as bad as
arcades
X-Men,
were
though.
microtransactions,
X-Men.
dog.
X-Men was ruthless, bro.
That was, okay, did you play the 6-man one or the 4-man one?
Either, man.
Dude.
It's the same game, right?
No, it's the same game, but the original one had like it
Like
actually
4.
had like 6 players you could play. I think it was 6 or 8.
Oh, the
It was like-
original
yeah,
one had
it was-
6? I thought that they added them. Okay.
Or maybe it's the other way around. I don't know. It's been a while, but the fucking
Knows.
yeah, that dude, man, like dude, Jesus Christ. But think about it though, like what I just said though, MTX's arcades were pretty much basically that because we were paying for fucking lives, we were paying for continues.
People don't know that struggle. That's why I would like just start the games over and then you stretch your quarters out. Right?
I guarantee
wait,
you,
you'd
people
master them.
spend more quarters from $20 alone on arcades than paying $20 for a fucking skin. Like,
See, the funny thing was, I didn't get mad when I died in games though, because
no, me
when
either.
I died, I looked forward to starting over and getting all that extra gameplay. I was like, now I get to play through the game again for. I'm weird like that, man. I'm always.
But see, but
thinking
that's what
about, like, how I
that
can
was the
save money,
powerful
right?
thing about arcades, though, right? Because like the more like every time you popped in a quarter for like you say you played the game for the first time, like Simpsons Arcade is a prime example of this, where every time I popped in the corner, I kept on making it further and further and further every time.
Exactly.
You know what I
see
mean?
how far you can go.
You to see how
off
far
of
you
it,
can
though.
go until either you have to go or you run out of quarters. You know what I mean?
And then you
fucking-
end up
yeah.
mastering the games too.
Yeah.
That way.
Look at all the people that played
You
Dragon's
beat it on
Lair
the
that
corner.
mastered that shit, dude, man. One quarter, they beat the entire game. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? So, yeah.
What were my go-tos was World Heroes, Samurai Showdown, Space Gun, Ninja Turtles, X-Men, fucking
Yeah.
Golden Axe. I had that one mastered. And
Golden Axe.
some random Leprechaun game that I
Yo.
always had the high score on.
See, this is, man, I'll tell you this right now, man. If Midway was still around, they would have had, like, a remastered collection of, like, Rampage would have been out by now. Fucking Smash TV would have been out by now. Fucking, and of course, classics like Gauntlet Legends would actually make a comeback. They need to fucking bring that back. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. To this day, Gauntlet Legends is still by far one of the best dungeon crawler arcade games I've ever fucking played. Yellow Warrior has gained a level. Like, come on, dog. That shit was amazing for its time.
Gauntlet what?
Gauntlet Legends.
Legends. Like what system was that one on?
It was all like PS2,
Nintendo.
OG Xbox, and shit like that,
Okay.
man. Yeah, and I think GameCube as well. Dude, like fucking, I miss that. I miss that generation so much, dude. Man, there were so many amazing games on that generation. Fuck my fucking goddamn nipple cavities, man. Fuck, like shit. So many great games.
Why don't they make collections like a collection where you
Yo,
can
that's
play
what
a
I'm
bunch of those?
saying. They can make so much money off of that, dude. Come up with a
You get
collection of that shit.
trophies too.
Yeah, man. Add trophy support. Come up with your collections. You're Gucci. You're fucking Gucci, dog.
Oh shit! Look who it is.
Who's who?
Hello.
Is that who is that? Dooley?
Hi.
What the fuck are you,
Silver Stacker.
bruh? You know I'm live, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You don't mind though, right?
No, so it's cool. What's up,
All right.
man?
Yo, goddamn, I wasn't expecting. Oh yeah, that's the main reason why you're allowed to come in here because I gave you permission to.
The Wolf Flow.
Hey man,
What's
were
up,
just
bro? How you
chilling.
doing?
Chatting. Man, we were just having a good fucking natural gaming conversations about games and even throw in some politics. Oh shit!
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
no, there's been a lot of good stuff to talk about recently. Like honestly, because this
Such
is a
as,
little
go
bit
on,
bad before
sir.
that.
Please enlighten me.
Such as how much Days Gone made and why we're not getting a sequel for that
Dude.
shit.
Oh man, I'm so salty about that shit when I read that shit, dude, man. Because I watched the Jaffe interview, well, half of it, and fucking
Okay.
the recent one that he just did like a couple days ago, and related to what that guy was saying from Sony Bend, who recently left there, whatever the case may be. So all that stuff has been
Mhm.
clear. It's been cleared up, whatever the case may be, right? But dude, it really it fucking sucks, man. That like, okay, so your game sells 8 million on consoles, and then probably another million on fucking PC, making it 9. How did you
Mhm.
not green light a fucking sequel to this game? But he
Yeah,
pretty much basically said because of Last of Us, essentially, is the reason why the cycle was like, or they didn't green light.
What
a
does Last
fucking-
of Us have to do?
Because
with
because a lot of people
game?
like, a lot of people think they play similar in a way, which they fucking don't, by the way. Like Jesus Christ,
Mhm.
like people like
Unless the
to,
only thing that I can think of is maybe because when they make like the factions or whatever, like the new multiplayer, if it's going to be open world and similar to that aspect, maybe.
oh maybe yeah. Because
But still, it just
that's
doesn't.
rumored. That's rumored to drop this year too, by the way.
Yeah,
All right,
it
you're
just
telling
doesn't.
me no
Yeah.
way. It's not gonna be like you can fucking motorbike around the world though.
No,
I mean,
well
why
maybe.
not? Like,
Oh shit, maybe,
And
maybe.
set traps for other players.
yeah, like it's supposed to. Yeah, like
Build up a
from what I've heard, they're kind of doing like the whole Fortnite deal. They've been talking about Fortnite and how they
Be right back. 2 seconds, guys.
like
Keep going.
the
Keep going. Keep
aspect
going.
No. Get that garbage out. Fortnite is nothing like Days Gone.
Nah, I'm just saying
I don't
it's
know. What are you talking about?
popularity wise, you know what I'm saying? Like when you're looking at it from a developer standpoint, like they would love something like Fortnite, regardless of how we look at it, if it's shit or not, you know? Like they're looking at the popularity of it, the longevity of it, because then you look at
Yeah,
shit
here's
like
the problem. Here's the problem when you go that route. Where you're always
Mhm.
trying to be the next this or the next that.
All right, back.
You're not that. It's
oh no,
that.
but
You're
they're
something
not.
else. You're just a fucking
This
carbon
is
copy.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's always been. Like whenever something comes out hot in the gaming world, best believe every other developer is gonna try to emulate it. That's always been a thing. That's always been a thing. You know what I mean? Like that's like
Trendsetters, man.
especially
Exactly.
something
Trendsetters.
as popular.
Exactly.
Yeah, especially something as popular as Fortnite, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Fortnite is gonna have longevity. And when you think about it, like you look at something like Halo that just came out, which is like, not doing so hot right now. It's like maybe if they made it into a freaking battle royale, it would have maybe been
Oh, that
something.
yeah,
I don't know.
that's definitely coming. That's definitely
Yeah,
coming. That's definitely coming for sure. Like Big
that's
Team
what I'm
Arena, Big
saying.
Team Arena is supposed to be like a mini version of that, but that's
Yeah,
not even working right now because it's broken as shit in the game right now.
yeah, it's gonna be hard for them to kind of
Imagine,
transfer that over into, Halo. Like
Right.
yeah.
imagine fucking creating a game that you truly wanted to create, and then all of a sudden, midway, you're like, you know what? We should make it more like Fortnite.
Oh man, dude, kind
But
of
you
like what
can't like
fucking Battlefield did, huh?
If
You know what?
anything, these last couple of generations have taught me, dude, it is simply all about the money. As
Yep.
much as we try to make it about the fucking love of developing games and the talent and the this and that, it's simply all about money. Especially new Sony is definitely all about money, bro. And
You know
that
what?
fucking that whole debacle with the with Days Gone is an example of like how they're going about it, bro. This new dude after fucking Sean Layden left, this new dude is all about the cash. He doesn't give a fuck
Yeah.
about
Hey,
the
you know
games.
what, man?
Hmm?
Guess what though, Dooley? We heard you. We were listening, and we heard the fans, and we want to reimagine this game so that old fans and new fans can enjoy it.
Yeah. They'll feed you that bullshit, bro. They'll feed you that bullshit all fucking
Check
day.
out our new trailer.
For real.
Oh man, we've seen it all. We've seen what's coming. This NFT shit's next.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah.
shoehorn that shit into the
Yeah.
game.
Hmm.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Love it or hate it.
it's like I said to Dooley, man. Like fucking, I'm in it for the long haul, fucking for myself personally. But like, I get it. Like, Dooley, honestly, you're not the only one who recently I've seen recently get out of gaming too, man. Like, Silver Sky's pretty much basically there at this point because he rarely plays anything
Yeah.
now. You know what I mean? God bless his soul. But fucking, there's a lot of other people that I know too as well that recently like
Dude, he
slowed down
plays
on
more than
gaming
I
and
do.
shit.
Like freaking, I think my PlayStation is actually on the way. I just got my P5, so that shit is like on the way right now.
Oh,
Oh,
your
you
PS5?
you finally got a PS5? I fucking hate
Yeah,
you. I fucking
Well,
hate
that's
you right
why,
now.
man.
Yeah.
That's the problem right there. You
yeah.
got your
So once that
PS5.
comes in,
Once
and
he
I
feels that
fucking
dual sense, bro, he's gonna fucking text, bro, man, goddamn, this is on some next level shit, dog.
yeah, that's another
Game.
thing that should be talked about, bro. The fucking
Agreed.
the
Agreed.
CES shit, the VR2 that's coming out
hmm
with the VR controller that has DualSense shit in it, bro. That's going,
That's gonna be a game changer. That's going to be a
yeah,
fucking
that's
game
gonna be
changer for
fucking
sure.
pretty cool.
Yeah, that's gonna be a
Especially
game changer
because
for
they're
sure.
talking about it has eye tracking and stuff like that, like a lot of cool
See,
shit
again,
that
that's what I perceive next gen to be about now, man. Because graphics can only get you so far nowadays, dude. Like we've already seen pretty much like look at that Matrix shit that dropped. We're not gonna get a
yeah, I
game that's
wasn't
gonna look like
impressed.
that for another fucking 20 goddamn years.
I
And
wasn't impressed
and
because you know what
even
it
if we
is?
do, like we've already
At
seen
some
it.
point the graphics are so good that you start paying attention to like the other shit now. Like what is the world looking like? What is the NPCs doing? How like you know what I mean?
They
Like
Yeah.
it
did put
just
a lot of. They did put a lot of detail into that game, though.
No, no,
yeah,
like
no,
no,
there's a
they
lot, yeah,
did for
for
sure,
sure.
for
It looks
sure. But
great.
yeah, it looks
It looks great.
fantastic. It looks fantastic.
But
But
it's just like oh, there's a
mhm.
lot of games that look fucking fantastic right now.
Yep,
So it's
yep,
just
but
like
have shitty AI or fucking whatever the case
yeah,
may be. Like
Well,
that's what I want to see get
want,
improved.
you wish they showed off some of the things they could do with AI, but unfortunately, this is the problem with developers. Like they're not focused on innovative mechanics.
Nope,
And
no,
fucking
hell no.
making
nope.
games
And
more
that's the thing
engaging.
about it. We can't blame them either because like when you look at the games that are hyper fucking successful, they don't have AI. They don't have you know what I mean? Like we were talking about this last time because we had the conversation with Silver Sky and he was like he was trying to still bring up the comparison between like Spider-Man and Infamous and trying to figure out like why Infamous didn't do as well as Spider-Man did. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's
Because
just
not
like
as automatic.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, Spider-Man is automatic. It makes you feel like him, and it's just like people just want that ease of use. Like, you have button prompts that even if you fail it, you're still gonna pass it in
That's my
Spider-Man.
whole problem with. That's why I couldn't
Ah,
get into
shit.
Spider-Man, bro.
Yeah,
I couldn't get into
so
it
it's
because of
just,
that.
yeah,
I hate that shit. I like
yeah.
the. I
It's
don't know.
it
Like
was two training wheels, man. For real, that shit was straight hold your hand the whole time. But it made you feel like Spider-Man, and for most people, that was enough, you know.
I'm glad that you said that.
Yeah,
But I
I mean,
mean, like I enjoyed my time there with
Batman with
Miles, man.
Batman in a spider suit.
hell yeah. That's exactly what the
Spooderman,
fuck it was.
Spooderman.
Yeah. Because
But
you could
yeah,
have literally replaced them with anybody, bro, and it would have been the same
right?
shit.
Yeah, dude. Fuck man. And again,
Yeah.
like fucking.
Assassin's Creed.
Oh god. Oh god. I still can't get over like how well those games are fucking selling, dog. Like really.
Dude,
Like,
yeah, that shit surprised because honestly, I thought Sony wasn't talking about the whole Days Gone thing because it didn't sell well. Like, at least in our heads, that's like I think what majority of us thought. Like, oh, it didn't sell well, that's why they didn't talk about it. But now it's sold a good amount before it even went to fucking PC, and then you gotta wonder, like, this is why I laugh at motherfuckers that always say sales don't matter, bro. Because notice how when people figured out the sales of the fucking games, how the narrative changed.
oh
People are
yeah,
like, wait, what the fuck? Why didn't I get a sequel? What's going on? Like
uh huh.
all these questions come up now because guess what? You know the fucking sales, bro. So all the motherfuckers always tell you sales don't matter. Please shut the fuck up. Like sales do
Yeah,
matter and they
man.
do change a lot.
They do, but at the same time, it also does not guarantee to give you a fucking sequel. I hate saying
No,
that, but it's not guaranteed to give you a fucking sequel because Days Gone is prime evidence of that.
yeah, but at least now
At
that
least
it's in
now
the
we know it
open,
did well, though. So props to
yeah,
fucking Sony Bend for that because they definitely deserve that. And I'm glad that that game did well because I fucking love the fuck out of Days Gone. Like, minus the fact that it was a little bit tad on the longer side than I wanted it to be, it was still fucking
yeah,
enjoyable, man. That ending, especially that secret ending, dog. Oh god, yeah. Enough
it
for me
was
to
a
be
good
like, yo,
start.
I want to see
Oh
where
yeah,
you're
I
gonna
gotta get
fucking
the
go with
secret
this.
ending.
Like, I want to
I
see
gotta
where they're
get that
going with
secret
this,
ending.
dude. Like, that ending got me fucking
Mhm.
hooked.
Oh, don't spoil it. I gotta get that
Oh,
secret
it don't
ending.
matter now, anyways, because we're not getting a sequel, so it doesn't matter.
That's so true.
Man,
That's fucking sad, bro. You know what I mean?
uh-oh.
And then
Yeah,
they were
dude.
talking. I
They
think he was
built
saying something
something.
about like he wanted to do a siphon filter. Like there was talks about siphon filter, and they just kind of axed that. Like it shows a new. And I've already said this, bro. Since Sony became American, they're a different company. They're a
Right,
completely
right.
different company. It's about the
Like
money.
Square
The,
Enix.
the integrity is not. It's not there where it once used to be. Where it's like, all right, cool. For our fans, we're gonna come out with this. They bought it, so obviously they want you. Let's continue with this. It's just like, oh nah, it
It's
didn't hit
not
the goals that
just
we.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much you're right. Although I think that they've also like they still could have went another direct. Like they I think there was hope. Now more though it's become they're like basically just getting more and more Americanized. It seems like
oh yeah,
as
yeah.
time goes
No,
on.
and that's
As
yeah,
soon as
that's
they like cut Japan studio, like they had, they
yeah,
still had
exactly.
that. Over time, it's just getting worse like that.
Yeah.
Like,
But there is a rumor
Americanized.
now. There is a rumor that they're supposed to come out with a old school RPG, like somebody's supposed to be remaking, and I hope to God you already know what the fuck two I'm hoping for, bro.
Either Legend
Legends
of
of Dragoon
Legaia or,
or
or
Legends
Legend
of
of Dragoon.
Legaia. Yeah,
Yes.
if it's one of
Yes.
those, bro, that's fucking insane.
Bro, I still believe the name of the theme song. I still believe fucking there's still hope, dude. There's still hope.
Eh,
I
like
really do.
there is, especially when you have those, old things that like people are asking for. Once again, it's like let's hope that they do look out for the fans this time around. But yeah, man,
I mean,
New
fucking, how many
Sony,
times have we heard that before and they still don't listen?
yeah, new Sony is very
Yep, man.
secretive. They don't talk about much. They're fucking keeping shit under wraps when they shouldn't. Like, why the fuck would you keep Days Gone selling 8 million under the wraps? You know what I mean? Like, what was the purpose of that? Like it's just a lot of things that they're just not vocal. They're not saying anything. We don't know when they're gonna have any like just nothing going on. Even the whole CES thing with the whole reveal for the PSVR, there was nothing going into it saying, "Hey, tune into CES because we have some gaming news for you." It was just out of the fucking blue, bro. Like,
Not Yo,
I
like
there was
can't
when
argue.
they
I
no
can't
announced
argue with
when they
that.
announced that
yeah.
that they were coming out with a Horizon fucking Forbidden West VR fucking game, and I'm
That's what
just
I'm
like,
saying. You
why
put
is
that
this
shit
not in
at
a bigger
CES.
limelight? You should have been
Thank
fucking
you.
like building this up.
Thank you. You did not fucking put that shit anywhere for the gamers to because not a lot of gamers know about CES, you know what I mean? Or not a
Right?
lot of
Yeah.
gamers are into
Yeah.
tech like that. So
Well, yeah,
it's like,
because it's a
why?
fucking consumer electronics show.
Yeah, like you guys are just way too fucking secretive, and that's just not fucking cool, bro. You know what I mean? But I don't know,
Although,
bro.
to be fair, they could planning to show actual gameplay when it comes to
Hmm.
like not just fucking some people walking. Like they want to
And
show
that
it.
too, yeah.
They
What
want to
they
show it
did
in a better
show,
light.
I'm pretty sure in VR, what it would be fucking amazing. But what they did show didn't. It wasn't really compelling to be like, oh, Horizon VR. You know what I mean? Like It's like a 2 second fucking clip. It's just
There you go.
fucking touch, bro. You know what I mean?
Put some shit on your plate.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I'm pretty
I'm glad
sure
that you're in here,
it would look
Dooley. I'm
amazing.
actually really glad that you're in here because there's an image that that came across my fucking timeline the other day.
Mhm.
It definitely kind of made a lot of sense to me, dude. For example, fucking hold on, let me go back here. My bad. So we got fucking Sony, like basically had like the images going around, right, showing all the Sony first party studios and what they're currently making, and what other projects they have coming in the limelight. So you got Team Azobi, right, which is basically making a 3D action game, right? Sucker Punch Man, you got an open current project is an open world narrative game. Second project, multiplayer centric game. Santa Monica's current project is God of War Ragnarok. Second project is a new AAA IP. Insomniac, you got current project Spider-Man 2. Second project Wolverine. Third project multiplayer. Fucking Polyphony, fucking Digital. Gran Turismo 7 is the only game that's on our list right now. Guerrilla Studios, the obviously current project is Horizon 2 Forbidden West. Second project will be multiplayer. Third project is Horizon Call of the Mountain, which is the VR shit. Naughty Dog.
Multiplayer for them too.
I know, right? Naughty Dog, current project, Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection for PC and for PS5, of course. Second project, standalone multiplayer game, which is Factions. Third project, AAA narrative and storytelling game, which is what Naughty Dog is known for. San Diego Studios, current project, MLB The Show. This one kind of interested me. Like, was like, huh? Fucking second project, new IP, third-person action game.
In a forest?
No, of course.
In a forest?
Of course. What else you think was gonna be motherfucking a racing game? Like,
right? London.
Wearing that shit the fuck out, man.
London Studios is currently working on a project that's an online AAA IP.
How the fuck you go from baseball to a third? Like, what are you going? Oh god, bro, this is.
Then you got
Here's the
that.
crazier part. Here's the crazier part, dude. That whole situation with them putting the game onto fucking Xbox and all this other shit. Like, I really think they should have just been like, "Fuck y'all, we're not gonna make the game." Because you think about what the fuck happened with that whole situation, right? Like, they literally put the game onto fucking Game Pass. So that means the publisher who had whatever, they put the game onto Game Pass, which equals less sales for the PlayStation version, right? Like, even if I'm pretty sure that hurt them at some point because even if you like MLB The Show and you had the
MLB The Show was published by MLB, not by Sony. Like it was
but the Xbox version was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right?
So MLB is taking a hit on that. Not Sony's company is taking a hit on that.
Yeah, but Sony did publish the PS4 version. The PS4 version of the game is actually published by Sony.
The PS4 version was. But that's where that game sells the most, though.
So did they know? Did they know about like that whole deal that was going to happen with the fucking Xbox thing, or did they not know about the deal? Because I'm pretty sure, like, if you had,
I don't think they knew about the deal. I don't think they did know about the deal,
which is kind of fucked up.
Which is kind of fucked. But at the same time, like Sony should not have been surprised by that move because
they should have told them to fuck off.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, they should have. But again, that's MLB because if MLB is publishing that game, then they have the final say because they're technically like the ones that are giving Sony the right to make the game.
And they took the bag, bro. You know what I mean? Once again, going back to this whole fucking thing about money and these whole online services and shit like that. Like instead of fucking selling, they're like, oh whatever. Like how much will Microsoft pay us to put this shit on Game Pass day and date? We'll take the fucking bag. You know what I mean? Like that. It just. That's not
okay. So there's a couple more studios here, right? So you got that Pixel fucking people that made the game that you and I love there. That fucking that was it called there. The one with like the wicked ass art style and shit. It was that indie title that you and I were talking about that most people didn't play. The one with the drawings on the wall come to life and shit. I forget the name of it, but it had the theme of bullying and some of that. I fucking forget the fucking name of it.
Oh, I know exactly.
Dude, you just said it the other day. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I was just talking about the other day, but I can't. Yeah, I'm fucking stoned as fuck right now. I can't remember shit.
It's three names.
Is it 3 names? Either way,
Concrete
Three words.
Genie.
Concrete Genie, thank you. Concrete Genie, yes. That company's working on a new IP. Sony Ben's working on a new AAA fucking IP. Fucking Media Molecule is
You're
working on
talking
an
about
unknown
the
project.
forever,
Yeah, the
forever
Forever.
children.
Yeah.
Forever
No. That
Children,
one, man, that game is a sad story, dude. Sad fucking story behind that game. House
And
Marquee,
it's crazy
fucking
that
current
like,
Project
and that's the
Unknown.
whole thing about it, like the whole games as a service thing. Once again, like that'll never, like we could never play that again, bro. Like
Nope.
it's either you were there for that or that shit was fucking gone.
Yeah,
Dude.
you
You'll
and I
never
played
get
that,
to play
right?
it. Yes, you played
Okay,
the
you mean, and now
yeah,
it's-
okay, so it
now
was
it's-
you. Okay, so I knew I wasn't going fucking stupid crazy when I thought, like, who the fuck did I play that with? I'm pretty sure it was Dreadhead. So that was right. Okay,
we all
good.
played that shit, dude.
Dude, that game was fun. Yeah, Baby Girl was there too. Baby Girl
yeah,
was there.
that game was
Dude,
fun as fuck.
Yeah, that game
fun
was
as fuck,
interesting. It was unique. But
Yeah.
it just nobody just understood how
Now
what the fuck you were supposed to be doing in that game.
Now it's the yesterday children.
Oh God, now it is called that. Yeah. So Media Molecule is got a current project unknown. House Marquee, current project unknown. Fire Sprite. This one is interesting. So listen to this. Current projects, AAA narrative adventure, Star Citizen Theaters of War, whatever the fuck that is. Third project, Horizon Call of the Mountain, so they're the ones behind the actual fucking VR title for that. Fourth project, multiplayer new IP action shooter game. I smell a SOCOM coming on. Blue Point, current original IP, AAA.
Yeah, because you know what, dude? Like honestly, I think Sony needs more multiplayer focused games, especially if they're gonna charge you for online, right? Like they're gonna charge you for PlayStation Plus and everything like that. Like you need more multiplayer focused games. Like it's just not, you know.
Right.
Like I can't even think of anything. It just right now with them, I forgot what I think it was maybe Uncharted or Naughty Dog that was talking about like the whole success of Fortnite and you know how they admired that and everything else that was going into it and shit like that. Um, but yeah, man, it's a slippery slope when it comes to multiplayer, especially if they're gonna make it free to play. Because I know right now the whole factions thing is that it's gonna be free to play. Like a lot of people are saying that that's where they're gonna go with it. Free to play and on PC, which is like, dude, that's if they do that, that's just gonna be a fucking nightmare. Because once again, it's funny that back in the day, everybody was like fucking hitting Sony. Oh, why don't they do crossplay? Why don't they do crossplay? They're the devil for not fucking doing crossplay, right? All these games are coming out crossplay, and all of a sudden now, all the shit that I was talking about from back in the day, dude, there's a bunch of cheaters on PC. It's fucking keyboard and mouse is superior in most games on PC. This, and that. Now all this shit is coming into fold where it's like people are talking about this shit now, and I was like, oh, okay, but like no one
People want to
apologized
turn that
to them.
shit off. People want to disable the crossplay.
You know what I'm saying? No one apologized to them for fucking, dude, they were the fucking devils for fucking, you know what I'm saying no, they don't want to include it. But now it's like that narrative has been pushed, and it's like if they do that for fucking for The Last of Us, dude, online, I'm not gonna be a fan of that. I don't even know how that's gonna fucking work with it because I do not.
Well, they can make it so you can turn it on and off.
Yeah, but here's the thing about it, right? You look at the whole Halo thing right now, right? Halo games are popular in esports when they are on keyboard and mouse. When keyboard and mouse is like superior, that's when games become very popular in esports. The reason why it's having an issue right now is that it's still better to play Halo with a controller because you have aim assist, right? Which is fucking crazy to me because the amount of fucking leverage that PC has, you have field of view, you have fucking high DPI, all this other shit, but you guys are bitching and complaining about fucking aim assist on a fucking okay, cool, whatever. But if the game does not do well with keyboard and mouse, it's not going to become an esport, and it's not going to stick around this one. It's just not going to. Like you think about every esport game out there right now, Fortnite, fucking League, like all of them have high like keyboard support. So it's just like when you're coming out with The Last of Us and you want to make this big success, and if you're going to open it up to the PC players, but they're not going to have like the superior controller, they're all going to leave it, and it's never going to become an esport. It's a thin line that you have to balance that shit with, and most likely, if it's not keyboard and mouse support, they're going to cry about it, dude. Because goddamn, dude, the PC community is a bunch of crybabies.
You can't have a competitive PC game without
Oh
keyboard.
No,
nah,
hell no, you
dude,
can't.
they
Hell no,
are
you
they are
cannot.
bitching about Halo, bro. Best believe that they
Oh
are
yeah,
not liking that shit.
nope.
Mm.
Um, but yeah,
See,
you think about
but
every
according to the
heavy
fan base,
hitter
though,
like
hold on though,
me.
Dooley, hold on. According to the
Hmm?
fucking PlayStation side, man, like, oh, we're not doing a well of enough job to get 343 to fucking change any shit. What the fuck? Like, excuse me, dog. Like, they've already been doing as much as they possibly can until the next season starts. Like, give them fucking time, dog. But again, at the same time, the game shouldn't have launched that way to begin with. Number one. But for
Nah,
these
they I
for
think they
these
should have.
fan fucking motherfuckers out there saying that, oh well, the Xbox fans aren't making their voices heard for Halo. Yeah, the fuck we are.
Yeah, it's a thin line, dude. Especially when you make something free to play. Like
Yeah,
when you make it free to play, you think that you're able to get away with a certain amount of things that a regular $60 game or $70 game. How much these shits cost nowadays? I don't fucking know. Like you're able to get away with a lot more when it's free to play, you know?
right. Like
And
it's fucking
yeah,
it's
it's
it's retarded, Dooley. It's
yeah,
fucking retarded. Like, uh,
yeah, it's a thin line, bro. And that multiplayer space, like even Fortnite wasn't supposed to be this big fucking success. You know what I'm
nope.
saying? They just added a mechanic that was different. You know what I mean? Like, because I remember the first couple of days playing for Fortnite, just for the shits and giggles of it. You know, when people were actually shooting each other, but then it's like motherfuckers started building whole mansions in front of you in like 5 seconds. But that mechanic is what made it so fucking different. You know, like the fact that you could build on the fly and create this whole fucking tower in 2 seconds. But yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Like I
well,
said,
no,
like
Gruder brings up
the
a good
whole
point too as well. There, like Paragon was a game that was cross play with fucking with PlayStation and PC gamers too as well. And PC gamers were allowed to use mouse and keyboard for that shit. But again,
yeah,
with a game like that though, like
but
mouse and
was
keyboard
it
or
keyboard
versus
dominant
controller,
though?
like there's really like outside from moving the camera around, that's really the only advantage there because it's all based on like
Exactly.
how you activate your skills and
We're
shit.
talking about like if they're not the dominant input device on there, it's
Yeah,
not gonna become an
yeah.
esport, dude.
Like
It's
like
just
okay,
not.
just the other day, right now, for like the playtesters at Xbox and shit like that, like um the people that made fucking Age of Empires fucking just put out a goddamn fucking build for that fucking for those people like in the Inside Xbox program, dude, to test out the console version of Age of Empires 4, which
Hmm.
I'm fucking beyond excited for, dog. Beyond excited for that. Like it's about fucking time, dude. It's about fucking time.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on, dude. Like, uh, uh,
Oh yeah. There you go.
what else, dude? I don't know what else. What else other news came out that was been
Dude,
like,
it's been
you
kind of
know,
dry, dude. It's been kind of dry. Fucking, I mean, like it's the new year. Fucking, we're still like what, like a week and a half in, 2 weeks in almost.
yeah.
So
It's just
yeah,
noise.
yeah, it's just noise. The only
Yeah.
thing that fucking that I saw that came out early in January, at the beginning of this year, was that the achievements for fucking the N64 version of GoldenEye popping up on Xbox achievements, and how some of the
Mm.
rare devs already have the game under their fucking list of games completed with achievements already unlocked. When is that dropping?
Yeah, that's gonna,
Like,
especially if you can
for
play
fuck's
online and
sakes.
everything,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's gonna be huge. Yeah, that's
That's
gonna
gonna
be
be
huge.
fucking bro. Like I've already like dude, I said it once before on my own fucking shit. I'm gonna say it again. When that multiplayer drops, I'm out. Like I'm not playing another multiplayer game as long as I live. I'm done. Like GoldenEye is the fucking bomb, dude. I'll be happy with
Hopefully
that
they
game
do it
for a
right
long
though.
time for competitive wise.
Sometimes going back to some of these older games and you're like, yeah,
Yeah, well, I mean, great. Yeah, trust me. Like, yeah. But here's the thing:
age
like,
that well.
when I went back and played Perfect Dark, right, like the N64 version of it that got brought over last gen or on the 360 era, you know, for arcade, they did a
Hmm.
very, very good job making that game play just like old school and shit like that. Now with an analog stick, right? So GoldenEye is gonna get the same fucking treatment because if it's
Yeah,
Rare that's fucking doing it, dog, I'm in. Like, dude, give me that fucking shit. And they could easily, if they wanted to, they could easily update the goddamn fucking Rare replay if they wanted to, and slip that game into the mix of it. Add
And
achievements
a
that
lot of
way.
older
Yeah.
games, a lot of older games are still better than ever, and they're better than these friggin' reimaginings. Fucking actors in them.
Yeah.
Walking
Oh yeah.
simulators.
So all right, since how do you feel? I don't know. There's been like rumors lately about Sony actually like holding a lot of the Final Fantasy games and stuff like that from Xbox and
Yeah,
shit,
yeah. They're going back PS1 style.
right? How do y'all feel about that shit?
Oh, I personally don't care. I personally
Yeah.
do
Main
not care
holding.
because Square Enix is already showing me fucking like the direction they want to go with Final Fantasy, and I'm not a fan of it, so they can have that now.
Mhm.
But give me their other studios fucking JRPGs like Octopath. I'll take that any day of the week. Any day of the week over fucking what they're doing with Final Fantasy. Again, like I played 15, I played the hell out of it, I plat that piece of shit on PS4, dude, man, and like, okay, cool, this is where you're going with Final Fantasy, I'm out.
You know that Triangle Octagon project, whatever.
Dude, I
project,
can't wait for that.
Triangle?
Dude,
Yeah,
that game is
that
coming
shit
out.
was good.
Dude, even that shit that's
That's
coming
like,
out, even that Ezion Odyssey game that's coming out there soon for Xbox that they showed at the E3 that just passed last year. Give me that game. Like, dude, like that game, like fucking Jesus Christ, give me that shit.
This motherfucker's fiending, bro.
Bro, dude, okay, so like, dude, you don't understand, man. Like, I'm still baffled that fucking that PlayStation does not have Octopath yet. I'm still really confused by that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, dude, I'm
It's
sorry.
kind of
Triple
fucking
tip on
weird
that.
because
Yeah.
you think by now, right? Like they would just release it on fucking everything. And I know it takes money to fucking bring it to a different platform and shit like that. But it's just like it's fucking I don't know, man.
But
And it
Yeah,
seems
but
like
maybe
they're
here's
doing a lot
here's
of
the thing though.
testing.
A
Maybe
game,
Nintendo had in their contract though.
maybe, but again, but I mean, at the same time, think of it like this, right? And again, I'm not trying to cap for Game Pass here, but that's a perfect
Yeah.
example of a game that deserves to be in that fucking service to get more fucking spotlight for people to fucking play it. Smaller title like that doesn't even cost that much money for fucking Microsoft to pay off the goddamn devs to fucking make up for the goddamn fucking lack of sales. You know what I mean? So I'm okay with that
Yeah.
because
I don't know, but see,
Octopath was fucking amazing.
That's kind of like one of the things where it comes to these services. Like you never know what kind of talks are going on behind the scenes, like what developer is getting how much money, or what kind of contracts or different things they're setting up, because it's all different.
It is.
You know what I mean? It's
Look at Wooflo. You could back me up on this, man. Astria Ascending, dog. Another one that came into Game Pass day 1, 2 as well, bro. Phenomenal fucking JRPG. Like, come on,
Oh
dude.
yeah, I can back you up on that one.
Yeah, Astria Ascending is fucking incredible. It like
it's definitely got a lot of different shit to it than you'd think. Like when you first boot it up, you think, oh, it's just like a kind of 2D plane, kind of general, nothing that special. You're just doing same old combat. But the way that it all comes together and a lot of the music and different, it does actually have different gameplay modes throughout it. It'll go to like kind of bullet hell type shit too.
And the dungeons that you do have
call
like
it.
themes for elements that you eventually get like for your character to use in environment situations like that. So that when you get to the end, you're doing all of those things that you learned throughout those dungeons that you've been through, man. Like fucking bro.
You know what?
Ooh.
The art style as well. Like you start getting into it. Oh man.
The art
It's
style,
something
dude, it's
unique.
like if you ever played Dragon's Crown, that's
It's a
the art
work
style.
of art.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's fucking beautiful, dog.
You know, it's interactive art at the end of the day. That's what that shit is.
Oh, Flo, did you play you play Ghost of Tsushima?
Oh yeah, I love Ghosts.
Oh, okay, yeah, I thought so.
I know. I still need to get off my ass and play that shit.
I'm all over
I
that.
still need to play that shit.
Dude, that's the first game I'm getting.
Oh, don't worry. I'm definitely going to go through it. It took me a while to get through Last of Us, but eventually I did. So I'm definitely going to go through Ghost for sure.
We should get into Legends together. Like,
yeah, the three of us can. Yeah,
I started getting into Legends, but I never really followed through with it. Like Omar was showing me around in there. I never really continued. I had some other. I think like Trails was coming out, or Tales was coming out. Bunch of shit. It's like yeah. It was like the worst time. It was like swamp with other games, but I do want to go through that shit.
Like,
I mean, it was pretty good. It wasn't that bad, but I'm more about like going and adventuring and exploring anyways, right? That's
Right.
more my kind of thing.
Hmm.
But I want to at least go through that shit for the sake of going through it, because it did look like it had some shit to offer anyway. So
Yeah.
I'm more of the single experience. The single player experience is funny because we were just saying I used to play multiplayer games, and then I totally like just did a 180, and I
Yeah, but
never
I mean,
turned back.
honestly, like, what's been good multiplayer wise, like lately? Like, it's been slim fucking pickings. At least, you know,
Hey man,
from what I'm seeing out there.
dude,
You know what I
listen,
mean?
you
Like,
can't, you
Battlefield
can't.
done bit the fucking
Battlefield's fucked up.
Battlefield is a fucking joke
Dude, I
now. You know
played
what I
that
mean? Like,
trial.
it's
I played
crazy.
that trial of fucking 2042, dude. That game is definitely 2042 in the fucking toilet, dog.
Dude, I didn't even play the fucking beta because I knew it was gonna be bullshit. I looked at it, I was like, this is garbage, bro. This is complete fucking garbage. And now they're taking away like some of the features that are actually good about it. Like it, I don't know, man. It's like these developers just don't fucking get it sometimes. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you have to completely just listen to the user base or the fan base, but it's like that's where your money's at. Like,
Bro, it's fucking
it makes
ridiculous, man.
sense to kind of yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like I don't get.
I wonder
I don't get
how much fucking Square Enix is milking people for Final Fantasy. Like they must have cleaned house on Final Fantasy 14. Think
Yeah.
about that shit. People always go on, oh, you can get to level whatever free. How many people fucking stop there? Like, no.
Hmm.
Like, you're not just gonna build up all that shit. People
I
are
don't
paying
know,
into
man.
that shit, dude.
There's just
You're clean.
then you look at like the game like Forspoken and shit, and you're just like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is this? Like, it looks cool and all, but like
I'm
they're
looking
literally
forward to
just
that.
getting off on that where it's like it just looks
It
cool.
looks
You know what I mean? Like,
the combat looks pretty cool. It looks actually pretty unique. Like
yeah,
I wasn't convinced at first, but the more I saw of it, there's some cool abilities and shit in that.
it's just
I
like
think it'll be
character
fun to traverse.
choices and just I don't know, man. It's like I don't know.
Oh, and don't forget,
After
man.
the whole Last
Don't
of
I'm
Us
forget,
all
thing,
though,
like
over
I
Julian.
don't.
that shit, dude.
Don't forget,
Yeah,
though, Julian
Castles,
Wolflow, man. Don't
metal,
forget about your fucking nail polish.
bro.
Yeah.
Oh, nail polish, yo. That's hilarious. Yo, but the castles and the dragons and shit, I think there's dragons, but like traversal and shit and the world, bro, that's my shit.
Yeah.
All over that. I'll be roaming
Yeah, I
around,
hope it's good. I just
flipping
hope it's
around.
not like a lot of like political fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? Because like I just like honestly after the whole like Last of Us debacle, I want to go back to games just being fucking. Let's just go back to games being a game. Like, can we have a sexy Laura Croft motherfucker? Like, can we have a big titty backflip? You know what I mean? I don't want to fucking. You know what I mean that whole
Did this
series is done
motherfucker just
over
say
with.
big
Bro.
titty backflip? Did I
Be
just hear
honest
that
with you,
right?
I'm probably skip through half the dialogue in that game and just
You know what I'm
fuck
saying?
this,
Like,
fuck all this
what is the
noise, and
problem?
get right
Yeah,
back to
what is the
fucking
problem with
throwing
having
fireballs
a
at
sexy
people.
Laura? Why can't
I
you
don't
have
give
a
a fuck.
sexy Laura now? It's like fucking all this like political fucking bullshit, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Facts.
Right.
Facts.
Hey, you're fucking preaching to the choir there, bud. That's what I'm all about.
fuck.
Dog, that's what I'm saying, dude. Big titty backflips. I love that.
Give me some bikini DLC. You know?
Yeah, for real, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
man. What happened to
why?
fucking
Like,
DOA Extreme Legends, dog? What happened to that shit?
yeah,
I
Exactly.
don't buy any of
Crickets.
that shit. I'm too cheap to buy the fucking DLC outfits. I'm just like, I'm good.
It's like, oh, now
They
these
charge like
characters.
$10 for, bro. If they charge like a normal amount, but if like $5 to $10 for costumes, like fuck right off. I'm good.
yeah, but what happened to just unlocking shit in game too, though? You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
right.
That's now a myth. That's now a myth that no
that
longer
shit's dead,
exists.
bro. Yeah,
Like, just go look at the goddamn fucking battle pass for Halo, dog, for free people. It's goddamn fucking dog shit.
yeah.
Every other level is a goddamn challenge swamp or a piece of armor that doesn't even make any sense to have on your Spartan, dude.
Or a
Fucking
color
trash.
that's locked
Yeah.
to a certain piece of armor and
And
shit.
yet-
Like
and
they
yet-
they
And
they
yet,
missed the mark big time with that.
no,
one.
they definitely did. But yet, here I am, still fucking playing it every night with the boys, just fucking playing it, just to fucking play it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, in fact, they just asked me if I was willing to play it here in a couple hours. And I was like, sure, why not? Because I didn't play the last 2 days with them because they were too busy playing Yakuza 6. But still, like, fucking, it's crazy, dog. Like,
You want to boot up fucking No Man's Sky?
We'll have to end this fucking stream though. We can boot up. Yeah, I can play No Man's Sky for an hour and a half if you want. Yeah. So let's end this thing because we've been going for an hour. We've been going for 2 hours.
Honestly, though, I mean, I only have like probably 40 minutes.
That's fine. We can play for 40 minutes if you want. That's fine. Or if you want, we can do it tomorrow if you want. It's up to you. Spend more time doing it when you get home from fucking work and shit.
I'm probably down with that.
Yeah, that'd be easier that way because that way we can spend more time with it. Whatever you want to call it. Because that 40 minutes is gonna go by quick, dude. In that game, quick as fuck.
Oh, there's also rumors about fucking
About, so we'll end this stream in like 5 minutes.
The Order.
Go ahead, Dooley. I just have to use the bathroom real quick. Go ahead.
The Order. There's also rumors about the Order floating around that that could get a second part.
And we're like, yeah, we'd rather have Days Gone.
Over the Order, yeah. If I had to choose. If I had to choose, for real, I'd probably pick Days Gone. But the Order had promise, man. The Order just fucking, the Order had some fucking promise to it. It just, I don't know. I hate when the developers, like, before the game comes out, they're always telling you, like, all this crazy shit that they're going to add to the game. And then when you get the game, it's like, I remember when they were talking about the Lycans in the game, that they would, like do this whole bunch of different sequences and this and that, and then when you get to it, it's like a fucking shoot and like they hide, then they come out and try to kill you and hide. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, yeah, but it's also
actually, looking back, I don't think it was like it fell short in a lot of ways of like my expectations of like. And that's just personal taste of like what things I look for in games. I think like if you're looking for, some people like a nice short experience that's like right to the point, like it's not overstaying its welcome, right? It's just not. Yeah. I like a little bit more like more room to adventure, right? Like I'm just more. Yeah. I like to explore, right?
Dude, I thought it was pretty decent, especially when it was like, coming from a smaller development team.
Oh, like I played it and I enjoyed the experience. I enjoyed the whole experience. I liked within the story and stuff. The only thing is, like, there comes that whole like, is it worth $60 thing? Well, for me personally, no. But then I'll just pay less. I'll just get that kind of game on sale or whatever.
I think as long as you have fun with it, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I guess because it's just like what is the length that warrants a $60 or $70 purchase?
Called doing your fucking research.
I've had a lot of fun. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with shorter games. One of my favorite games from back in the day was Dark Sector. Like I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yes,
Dark Sector was fucking awesome, and it was short, and it was just like.
But dude, it was so much fucking fun to throw that shit around, man, and chop people up in half. That shit was fire. Fucking fire, dog.
We got that game for like $5 though.
Dude, man, man, I remember going to my brother's place playing that shit, man. Fucking, my brother was fucking pissing himself laughing, dog. Fucking throwing that shit around the fucking.
Dude, Dark Sector was fucking fun as shit.
Here's the thing: is for me, the game has to be like, just for me personally, how I value a game. The game has to be like twice as impactful and good.
Yeah, definitely has to.
As long.
Yeah.
Like,
but see, that's coming from you too, because like you're used to playing like a lot of JRPGs, which take fucking hours and hours on end. Like when you think about a lot of the older games that we used to play from the Genesis and Nintendo era back then and shit, like those games were short as fuck, bro.
Super
Double
short.
Dragon,
go through them a lot,
and they were fucking way more than $60.
So yeah, dude. Like again, like going back to like when I bought my physical copy of fucking Final Fight 3 on SNES, dude, man, I paid like $90 for that bitch, and the game is 45 minutes long.
Over.
45 minutes long, or even 30 minutes. Man. I don't want to hear shit about people bitching about fucking prices, dog. Nah, dude.
Yeah, like Life is Strange and some other games like that were like pretty short. Like not, I mean that one was pretty long. But like other games, even like certain indies or whatever, were super short, and yet they had like a long-lasting impact on me. That's the whole thing.
Yeah,
so, like,
Life is Strange. Sure. Yeah, I still remember Life is Strange to a fucking T to this day, and I'm like literally all the decisions that I made in that fucking game. You know what I mean? Yeah. Unlike Quantic Dreams, their games can be easily forgettable. Like Indigo Prophecy was good,
and that's. So yeah, that's one thing I did want to talk to you about, right? With the whole PSVR thing, Do you think, right, that with the way how Sony went about the first PSVR, that it warrants them coming out with another one and like charging whatever price they're going to charge for it? Like, do you think they did a good enough job with the first PSVR to warrant a purchase for the PSVR 2? Or do you think
I
like they
think
didn't do
there's a
enough?
dedicated. I personally think that there's a dedicated fan base on the PlayStation side that will definitely uh, want a successor to PSVR. I don't think
Uh-huh.
it's like been to that point like what you and I discussed a long time ago about like VR being in its prime. It's not quite there yet. It's almost there, but it's not quite there yet. But eventually, it's going to get there because as technology advances, VR is
Depends.
only going to keep getting better and
Dude,
better as time goes on.
I'll
So,
tell you
you know what I
right
mean?
now, if they came out with a home in VR, like if
Yeah.
they brought what
Yeah,
they had
dude.
at home
Oh
into
yeah. Oh
VR,
god, yeah.
that would be
That
fucking
would be
huge.
fucking insane.
Yeah.
No,
Like
they
that.
But I'm
might
just saying it's
because
Sony's
like,
own metaverse. Sony's own metaverse.
that's why
yeah.
they might because they were literally talking about that shit during
Yeah.
that
Conference.
that conference. They
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
to bring
The
people
metaverse.
together and
Yep.
they want to like they were all over that shit. That they're
Dude,
talking
home was
about doing
fucking awesome,
sports
bro.
hub.
Home was,
They're talking about
yeah, home was really good. That was the
bro.
first time I
Sony was
seen some chick get harassed in a virtual space. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh god. Oh
it's,
god, yeah. I can't wait to start seeing all those fucking goddamn freaking posts from Kotaku in the future.
yo, in the first week that they had home, I think it was the first 2 weeks, you can actually press like R2 and actually speak to anybody that you wanted to. They cut that shit out so fast.
Oh yeah.
They cut
oh
that shit
Dude,
out
you know how many
so
times I
fucking
went in the
fast, man.
PS home fucking faking myself as a chick to get free shit?
Hell
ah
yeah.
get a
Hell
voice
yeah.
People
get a
are
voice
fucking stupid,
changer or
dog.
whatever.
Man, I was like, nah, man,
They
I can't
cut
do
out
that.
the
I didn't do it
voice
for
shit
long, man. I didn't
so
do that shit for
fast,
long at
bro,
all.
because motherfuckers are just
I
straight
felt bad.
horn dogging it, bro. Harassing bitches in the plaza and shit, like just
Oh no,
straight.
see, I wouldn't harass people like that. People would come up to me and be like, "Yo, are you a girl in real life, bro?" Like in the chat boxes and shit. And I'm like,
They
Yeah.
"Yeah."
gotta make it. They should have made it so you could just turn it off. That's
But
terrible.
once again,
Come
it's
on.
just like I'm kind of and this is with all the different changes that Sony has made. There's still a bunch of things that they've kept from old Sony, and one of the things is putting stuff for people to support and then they drop it. You know what I mean? Like, why didn't Home become a bigger thing? Why didn't PSVR have more support? Why didn't the Vita have more fucking support? Like, we got to start holding
Uh-huh.
them.
Because
Yeah, we got to start holding
if
them accountable.
if it's not a
Because
fucking grand slam,
But
Sony says
listen,
fuck that.
Sony,
yeah,
yo,
well,
Gonna go
Dooley,
with what's working.
Dooley,
yeah,
Sony
but we got to
fans
start
are.
holding them accountable. Because like,
But
motherfucker,
I'm
you
about to tell
expect
you
me to
why.
pay.
I'm about to tell you
You
why.
expect me to pay $200, $300, $400 for your fucking peripheral, right? Support that
Facts.
shit. Like,
Exactly. Yo, yo,
I'm fucking tired of that shit. Like,
Dooley,
I'm not gonna give
you know
you an
what
excuse.
PlayStation fans are? You know what PlayStation fans are in a nutshell, right? They're similar to Nintendo fans, and it's similar. Like they literally will accept anything and everything
Anything,
from that
yeah, for
company,
real.
and regardless if it fails or not, they're still going to buy it regardless. You know what I mean? That's
Oh,
your
Yeah.
die-hard fucking fan base, dude. And I know a lot of those people, like fucking that I've met through here, that are like that. And again, I'm not popping shots at them. Like you're more than welcome to do what the fuck you want to do with your own money. I'm not judging you for that. But at the end of the day,
Mhm.
dude, it's like you say you don't want all this shit, but then when most people don't fucking buy into it, like VR, and like I want to play VR for fuck's sakes, but it's too expensive. It's out of my
Yeah.
price range, man. That's why I can't get one right
I'm
now.
just saying, it's like if you want me to spend that type of money on your
Yeah, you
peripheral,
have to
motherfucker,
invest into it
support it,
heavily.
bro.
Yeah, yeah.
The shit that happened with the Vita, we should not allow
Well, to
Sony
be
to
fair,
fucking
VR
just
is still being
do that
supported though.
type of shit.
Vita, yeah.
Yeah, no, Vita's completely donezo. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
it's just like when you look at the Switch and what the Switch is doing, it's like why the fuck? When you look at what was going on in the fucking PC space with Valve coming out with the Stream Deck, what the fuck are you guys doing? Not creating a but this is what I'm talking about. It's
Yo,
just like
exactly. You have the perfect
shit
opportunity,
that's
Sony, to release your
thank you.
Vita successor.
Thank you. And guess
you know what
what?
the
Like
problem?
you're the only ones that can actually like hold a fucking at least a back and forth when it comes to
See,
Nintendo. Like the PSP sold 80 million.
Garuda,
Like that's
this is
not nothing to
why.
fucking laugh at.
Well, okay, before Dooley, check us out, right? This is what I was trying to explain to you, Garuda, the last time we had this discussion about why Microsoft doesn't need to come out with a handheld. First of all, they would get murdered either way, regardless of that. But what they did was
Mhm.
they found a way to put their games on multiple
On
devices,
everything.
on everything.
Yeah.
So if you own a fucking Steam Deck, you can play Game Pass games fucking on Steam Deck, on the go.
Yeah.
Like Microsoft was
Yeah.
smart by
There's
doing that, dude. Because if they would have came in and made their own fucking handheld device, man, to compete in the handheld market, Dude, they would look
and it's
worse
funny
than the
because
fucking Vita did. They would look
it's
worse
funny
than the fucking
because
Vita did.
they can apply that same shit to the fucking Xbox at this point. The hardware for them is
Yeah.
becoming obsolete
Yep.
as it goes forward because they have everything. You can pick it up on a fucking line. You know what I mean?
Well, dude, and I'm glad that you said that too as well. But here's the funny thing though: why are people buying the console then? Like, I don't understand that. Like that's the crazy thing, because I've been hearing this ever since fucking Game Pass was a thing, before these consoles even dropped, right?
Mm.
And it's like, dude, if that was the case, then these consoles would not be selling the way they're fucking selling. Like, regardless of the actual
it's gonna
whatever.
take a while, bro.
No, yeah,
'cause
no,
remember,
that's my point. That's the
still
point I'm
have
trying to get to. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still fucking early when it comes down to like people, you know, and as of right now, which is a surprise to me, I thought that people would like remember because I was pissed about PlayStation coming out with a fucking digital only fucking console, right?
Right. Yeah.
Like, you know how I am with that. But from what I'm getting, the general consensus is people want the disc version. People are buying the disc version. They're buying the digital version as like a
And yet it's
okay,
complete
cool.
opposite on the Xbox. It's complete opposite on
I
Xbox.
can't get it. Yeah. They're buying the digital version that's like, oh fuck it, I can't get it, so I'll get this version. But most people want the disc version, which was surprising to me. So it's like we're not ready for that change yet.
You
Where
will own nothing and be happy.
but okay, so
Yeah.
Garuda, like, this is another thing I was trying to tell you. If you say that Microsoft games are dog shit and they're trash games, right? What the fuck would that benefit for them releasing a handheld device? To embarrass themselves? They already do enough of that.
Yeah. The thing
They
about
already
it
do
is
enough
like
of that.
Xbox is in a point right now where it doesn't even matter if their games are good or bad. They have a service that they can put for a price where people are going to buy into it. It doesn't matter if the games are good or bad for them. You know what I mean?
Right. Or at least the launch
That's
of them.
not-
What do you mean?
Yeah.
That's the problem right there. Is there's no competition, and there's no
I mean-
competition for Sony.
No, and that's, you know, I had a conversation with somebody the other day where they're like, "Oh, nah," like, and I was like, honestly, dude, if Xbox left the gaming space, no one would miss them. I'm sorry, like, it sounds fucking crazy, but really and truly, like, for the amount of time that they've been in gaming, right? What have they really brought forth that you're like, damn, okay, cool. Like when Sega left, we felt it. You know what I mean? Like Xbox can leave right now, and it would not be a fucking like. People would be like, "Oh my god," and then forgotten about. Like, at least that's what I feel. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think.
I mean, I think
It might be a little bit far, but you're exaggerating a little bit. But
well, I mean,
Yeah.
but again, but like, fucking, you gotta remember too. Like, if you
really.
don't pay attention to what these companies are doing, full stop. Like, I could,
So, all right,
like,
yeah.
I
So,
can completely
alright.
understand
Alright.
why Dooley and like
So-
other people would
so
think that
Wolfo,
way.
If I'm so, would you think who has the like? If you would say, okay, would you choose Sega over Xbox? Like, what they had to offer, what they brought to the table, gaming wise, everything. If you had to choose between Sega and Xbox, right? Which one would you choose?
Oh, Sega, hands down.
Sega, right?
Yeah,
You
of
mean,
course.
like as a company overall.
Yeah, to
like
stay in the
if you were
business. To stay in the
Sega was to
business.
come back and create a console, would you trade them out for Xbox?
Yeah, Sega, I definitely would. Give me a Dreamcast
Right?
too.
So this is my point. We have forgotten about Sega, right? And you think we're gonna remember Microsoft if they leave the gaming space? Get the fuck out of here! Oh no,
Oh, trust me.
I
we've
see where
forgotten
you're.
about
No,
Sega.
no,
as a
no.
fucking
Here's the thing.
platform.
I didn't
You mean
forget
long
about
term.
Sega.
Yeah.
Sega's always going to have a presence regardless, and they still do. They just not from a
Yeah.
console narrative standpoint. Xbox is going to be the same thing.
Yeah.
If they go out of the console side and they just focus on like first party shit and fucking XCloud, whatever you want to call it,
That's what I said, dude.
That's what
they
people are
should
gonna know
just
them
become a
for.
publisher at this
Yeah.
point. Like they should just become a publisher at this point. But
You know
like
how many
the thing about it
motherfuckers?
is, So Sony, I don't know about new Sony. So you can't even really put a sample on that and be like, all right, well, this Sony, because I don't know
bro.
what these motherfuckers are
Bro,
capable of, bro. That motherfucker, the new CEO has like no teeth, and that motherfucker be flapping his gun crazy.
bro,
Um,
if Xbox ever left, everybody would love. If ever Xbox ever
yeah.
left, I think everybody would love Xbox. They'd all look back, man, I
Oh
miss
yeah,
my
yeah.
Xbox. All the
Oh man,
same
Oh
I
people
yeah,
remember
that were
this shit
shitting all over
exactly.
it.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not
They're gonna
saying
be
that it
like,
wouldn't be
man, I
missed.
miss when
You
we
know
get
what I'm saying?
Xbox.
Yeah.
And
Um.
like, I'll give you a prime
Like
example
the
of that
new
though. Too,
Sega.
Dooley, you were
But
there
yeah.
because you were there with that day when fucking before Iwata fucking passed away. God rest his soul. Everyone was shitting on that guy's name, man. Like, no, man, he's not good for the business. He's taking the business in a
Mhm.
direction that Nintendo shouldn't be going. The Wii U is dog shit. The Wii was dog shit. Just crucifying this man at every stick you can get. When that motherfucker passed away, every
Oh
single one
yeah.
of these fucking channels
He was
came
the
out,
son
were
of God, bro.
crying
He
and
was
fucking
yeah.
flipping the narrative. It's the same
Yeah.
shit. Gaming has been doing this now
Yeah.
for the longest time. Look at what journalists are doing right now. They're playing favors in Microsoft. Where last generation, they were the PS4 generation, they were playing in Sony's favor. Like, I
Oh
hate when they
yeah,
fucking
but
do that shit.
here's the thing. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna call this right now. It's
Whichever,
gonna
yeah.
change, bro. As soon as Sony starts dropping their fucking major titles and shit, and the sales start
It's a
going
wrap.
up,
It's a
which I
wrap.
mean, they're gonna switch.
Yeah.
They're on it right now because it makes from a journal standpoint. If you talk about Xbox, you know you're gonna get that traffic. You're gonna get that foot traffic in of Xbox people
Yeah,
who
but
want to say,
traffic in
"Hey,
on good news for Xbox compared to negative news?
oh yeah, yeah." Because good news for Xbox is you're gonna get all the fucking the ponies fucking
Thank
jumping
you for
out the
clarifying
stable. You know
that.
what I mean?
Thank you. I'm glad. That's why I mentioned that because I want to make sure you clarify that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're gonna get the traffic. You're gonna get the fucking hate. You're gonna get the videos. You're gonna so it's just like right now, not like Sony's really not doing anything. It's you're gonna see the articles of Forbes saying, "Hey, Xbox is gonna smash fucking
Hey,
PlayStation next year."
hey.
All this fucking
To be fair,
crazy shit.
Julie. To be fair though, man, I have to agree with Garuda on that too as well. I'd rather have even Atari if Microsoft were if
Oh,
Microsoft
the
were to get
Xbox.
up, I'll be okay with Atari or
Yeah.
Sega coming back.
That's what I'm saying, dude. At this point,
But
just
technically,
become a
Atari's
publisher.
already back in a way, though.
I really don't see the importance of having Microsoft in the gaming realm like that as a, you know what I'm saying? It's cool to have another platform or whatever, right?
But yeah,
I
but
wish
see,
there'd be
like
more shit.
okay, so like
I wish Sega would come
maybe
back with a
maybe
platform. That would be fucking sick.
maybe from a console narrative, I could agree with you on that stance. But like
Hmm.
Microsoft's been around in the gaming scene for a long fucking time, dog. Like
Oh
Flight
yeah.
Simulator, Dungeon Siege, and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like they've been around for a minute. So, but like that's what I mean. Like from a console narrative standpoint, though, yeah, like just go back to just being PC only, and you can kind of see them. That's kind of where they're going. Like Age of
Yeah.
Empires is PC only. Gears Tactics was PC only at first before it dropped on consoles. Flight Sim now the first time ever on a console.
Which is kind of crazy, dude, because that's such a valid, like, I don't, the PC community is a fucking hard sell, bro.
It
Like, those
is. It's
motherfuckers are
extremely difficult.
very
Yeah, yeah.
anal about every little fucking thing. They're a hard group to fucking hit, and you have to cater to them so fucking much that it's like, I don't think that's where you need to be going if you're a console person. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, and then it's like you look like, all right. We always talk about sales, right? And like one of the arguments was like, oh well, this game sold this much, but it's a failure because on PC, you know what I'm saying? Or like a $3 million game is a failure because you have a 50 million player base or whatever, right? When it comes to Sony, like that was an old argument people used to make. Why the fuck is Days Gone only selling? And I know it's been out a shorter period of time, but it's you have like how many more times a user base on PC? Why aren't the games selling like millions of fucking copies? Like, you know what I mean? Like that shit is it's just weird to me, bro. It's just fucking weird to me.
Yo, see, I'm glad that you're starting to see the shit that I've been fucking seeing for a long time, dude. I've been telling people, man, but they don't listen. They don't want to
That's what
fucking
I'm saying.
listen. Like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Halo that like, you know what I'm saying, was a PC game to begin with. Why isn't that game selling millions of copies more on fucking PC than it is on fucking console? It's just fucking weird, bro.
Yeah, man. But I mean, to be fair, though,
The fact that mhm.
actually, you know what? Go
The
ahead, go
fact
ahead.
that Fortnite, which is like an esport game, right? Like the Fortnite, all the esport players use PC, but it fucking generates more money on PlayStation than it does on fucking PC. Why?
Yeah, dude.
I don't fucking know.
Okay, so like people are making a big deal about the player count going down for Halo Infinite. I'm like, dude, you're using Steam numbers, dude. Steam numbers are never meant to be the same. I mean, for fuck's sakes, every time a new multiplayer game comes out, like Battlefield, when that shit was on Steam, or not, I think it was on Steam, if I'm not mistaken, that motherfucker fell off the player count like within the first 3 days and never came back in the top 20 for a long fucking time. Like, nah, dude. Like, the thing of it is, man, like, people, I don't understand this fascination, right? Where it's, oh, if the Steam numbers are dwindling, the game's dying. When the fuck did we ever go based on fucking numbers on the PC side as being the definitive number of a game dying? That's not how that system works. If anything, me and Wolfo talked about this before we went live, man. We were talking earlier in the show, talking about how PC itself keeps so many fucking games alive to this day, whether it be from fan people building their own servers to keep the game alive, or servers that are still ongoing to this day. You'll never get that opportunity on a console side, ever. Because we go into generations, man. Fucking fucking all the text being different and shit. Games come out looking different. That kind of shit. Whereas on PC, why can I boot up Ultima Online and still play that on and pay for fucking a subscription for that game? Ultima Online.
I mean, Xbox is kind of blurring the generations now, but they're still not going to.
Hey, listen. You know what, man? I've come to the conclusion, dude, man. And we talked about this a little while ago, but I didn't really say too much about it. Just to back us up a little bit. Me having the last 2.5 weeks with the Series S, dude, man, has definitely changed my perception on what a next gen console should be, as far as I'm concerned. Because we talked about the graphical fidelity, right? So that is going to look better as time goes on. That's just how next generations work, motherfuckers. And fucking it takes time for these devs to get used to new hardware. That's always been a fucking major thing, and it's not going to change. However, with that said, the features that I've noticed, even ones that fucking people are crying about, like Quick Resume, I've never once used that since I've owned this console. I have no reason to. But just the SSD alone, and I would even go as far as to say even the DualSense on the PlayStation side, dude. That's the drastic fucking next-gen change that you want to see fucking happen. I just
hope, once again, it goes back into that old thing. It's like, I just hope they utilize it. You know what I mean?
No, facts.
Sony needs to fucking utilize their shit fucking more. But I also think that back to the Halo thing about it though. Like I really think that them making it free to play was a misstep on their part. You know what I mean? Like you could talk about the numbers and like when you're looking at viewership, when you're looking at the overall general consensus, it's not looking good as of right now. And I know what you're saying is like, you can't look at one particular part of it and be like, that's an overall story.
Oh, no. I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
It's
not looking too hot right now.
The last time when I played Halo with the boys, we were actually discussing this exact topic. And we broke it down and we're like, we know that Halo's fucking losing traction. I mean, every fucking new release does this. Especially for a game that's multiplayer, that's free to play, that has a broken, garbage fucking progression system. Like, that's the thing that keeps your players invested in your game is a good progression system.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
That broken fucking system was built not because of just mishaps. That broken system was built because that's how they're trying to...
because they built it themselves. But again, I'm glad the backlash happened.
Their ass. Like,
but again, I agree with you 100%, Dooley. I agree with you. I agree with you 150% on that aspect because
that's what I'm on for the new year, bro. I'm like, if you're fucking up, I'm gonna call you out. You know what I mean? We need to start holding developers, publishers, all of them accountable for fucking certain things that they're fucking doing. You know?
Well, I mean, I agree with you on that, and that's why I'm glad that the actual, at least from my perspective, people that I see, including myself, have already fucking told people how Halo, like how it is. Like we criticize the game for what it is and like the shape that it's in, but we're also giving feedback to the actual fucking devs too as well while doing it. A lot of people don't do that shit. But again, one thing though that again, I'm not trying to do like a Sony versus Xbox thing here, but again, this puts things in the sharper focus. When you have a company, right? And you remember this better than fucking anybody here, dude, because you put fucking hours into that motherfucker. Back when The Last of Us had fucking paid weapons behind a fucking paywall, dog. People, did people speak up against that? Some people did, but not the vast majority of the fucking gamers didn't give a fuck about that. Same goes with Uncharted. Look what they did with Uncharted. Microsoft, no matter what you may say on the contrary about their fucking bullshit, they have never once done that. They have never once done that.
The thing, yeah, they did in The Last of Us. There was no in Uncharted. You can still unlock everything if you just play through the game. The only thing is the whole loot box system that they had in it would always make sure that you got like the newest gun that everybody wanted. You're gonna get that gun last.
Yeah, oh yeah.
No matter what.
Oh yeah.
So that was that fucking bullshit. The Last of Us having those like super overpowered guns at the end, yeah, that was definitely some fucking bullshit for sure.
Yeah, no,
But majority of it,
that's what I'm saying.
Majority of it was, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and I agree with you too as well. Because like when I called out the bullshit when Gears 5 dropped, I made a video. It's still on my fucking channel. If nobody wants to fucking believe me, it's still on my goddamn channel, where I ranted about how bullshit the MTXs were. But I wasn't the only one that made a video about that. Same goes when I addressed Halo in my podcast, man. When I gave my impressions about the multiplayer, I was very critical about how the progression system is dog shit. No one's going to be playing the game for fucking that long unless they fix this shit. And they're going to eventually, because obviously they're not going to fucking have the game just die off like that. So they know that all this negative feedback they got, you know what I mean? Some of the changes they made just to like bypass time to hide people over is fine. But it's still fucking bullshit.
Like, and I know it takes time to create shit, right? Like the simple things that we like throw out sometimes, we forget that like it takes time to develop and build and make these things and add them in game, right?
Right.
But just make it fucking interesting, bro. Do not give me a fucking color change of weapons as a fucking that's just fucking laziness, bro. No one wants that shit,
dude.
And the fact
again,
that
but it also shows. But but it also shows
crazy.
too. It also shows too as well because even Bonnie Ross fucking confirmed this after the game launched officially in an interview that they were 2 years behind schedule, man, on fucking making this fucking game because of the engine that they were working on. What did I not tell motherfuckers for the longest time when they first showed that fucking trailer off for the first time for Halo Infinite, dog? The game's not gonna be ready for launch. The game, there was no way when they made that announcement that game was gonna be fucking ready for launch. And look who was right.
Look at the trailer. There's a lot of shit that they showed that's missing from even the single player portion of the game, dude. Like, there's a lot that is missing.
Like what exactly? Make it clear so the
like,
audience knows.
For instance, like the rhino things that were in the fucking, or like that little beast fish.
Oh
In
the fucking engine demo, right, that we all saw back in 2018, correct? Okay.
Yeah, they had like the desert scene. They had like there's multiple different things you could pull up.
Like the biggest mistake Microsoft did with Halo Infinite, man, and this could have definitely avoided this shit. Is they shouldn't have fucking sat there and said the game was going to be on fucking last gen consoles. Because honestly, that's the Space Engine could be fully utilized with the Series brand and not the 1S in mind. Hence the reason why they did half and half. It's half engine of the old engine and half of the new engine combined. Not the full-fledged engine.
I don't know.
Because, dude, trust me, I'm telling you, I'm telling you right now, go back and play. Like, if you remember how the old Halo games fucking play, like, dude, because I just went back and, like I told you before, I beat Halo 2 just recently, and I played Halo Reach the other night. Those games, dude, after coming off of Infinite, dude, it feels like night and fucking day, dog. The difference in how buttery smooth Infinite is to how sluggish Halo 2 plays like now. It feels soupy-like. It feels weird. You know what I mean? And it finally made me realize, man, like, holy shit, dude, man. Like, Halo's come a long way. Oh,
it has.
Has long fucking... It's crazy.
There's certain trade-offs that they had to do for this new Halo game.
They had to.
Like, the older game, because I was watching a comparison video of, like, older shit that was in the older Halos that isn't in the new one. You know what I mean? And I don't know, man. I think a lot of it is just, like, it's padding, you know? Like that's like when in Uncharted, right? The Lost Legacy, right? Where they had that open area where you're going through and you're doing it's just padding. Like I don't.
Yo, and keep in
mind, gotta do something with the open world.
Keep in mind too as well. Like that same year when we all saw how the game looked the first time and Craig was born. Right after that, right? That same fucking the same year. And I think it was right at the very beginning of 2020, man, is when that Joseph fucking Statham guy came on board and the other dude fucking that was writing the story left. Fucking, I guarantee you the whole entire story, the direction that Halo Infinite was supposed to go, is not what we all played from the campaign today. I
Oh yeah,
guarantee you it wasn't.
but it's crazy because it's the same thing with fucking Last of Us. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
dude.
Like I think that game, if they had had the time to actually instead of it getting like I was thinking about this the other day too, bro. There's nothing that's under wraps anymore. So I like even while I'm criticizing Sony for not being more open about things, at the same time it's just like, bro, we can't. I can't, bro. I haven't seen Spider-Man yet. I've seen so many fucking saying clips and you can't go on the internet, bro. If you don't want to have you're like you can just see everyone's as soon as a little news comes out, everyone fucking knows about it, bro. It's just like I don't know.
But yeah, man.
That sucks.
Yeah, it really does, man. All right, so I'm gonna. I just lit up my last smoke here for the stream, so I'll finish the smoke here and we'll end it off. But yeah, if there's anything else you guys want to bring up in conversation before we do end this off, man, like go ahead, man. Speak your thoughts, dude. Because there's no holding back on this show.
I got
Yeah,
nothing.
that
Zoning out playing No Man's Sky now.
Yo, see, look, okay, so story behind that.
Fucking
Story behind that, Dooley. Yesterday, I convinced Wolfo to re-download fucking No Man's Sky, right? Because we were chilling for the day. And we played it.
Mhm.
And, like, not even, like, I want to say maybe, like, 10 minutes in, this motherfucker was already fucking coming up with, like, fucking themes for, like, buildings he wanted to build and shit, planets he wanted to find.
Yeah.
Like, yo.
They've added so much, and they like as much as they need to be kicked in the ass for how the game was released, they need to be applauded for how much they put into the game afterwards.
Oh, fucking right, yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Which
Like,
they said they were gonna do in the beginning that this was gonna take time.
Yeah.
Nobody listened.
like they said they were giving us pretty much basically an empty canvas, man, and then fucking they were going to build on it afterwards. And I'm glad I stuck with it. But at least they were honest about it. But that interview though was like the launch interview, which most people didn't watch. Fucking where he actually said like, yeah, the game's coming out, but it's going to be like an empty fucking shell of itself until we put more stuff in there because we need more time. Lo and behold,
They've even changed animations to where like you shoot a boulder and it explodes completely different ways. Like there's asteroids that randomly like falling stars that float around. Some of the asteroids move. Some of them come down and hit the freaking planet.
Yeah, dude.
Stuff like
yeah, like, it's fucking nuts, dude. Like it's crazy the amount of details and shit they put into this fucking game, dude. It's fucking insane, dog. Virtual insanity. Fucking crazy.
Metaverse.
Yeah, but that's it.
But yeah,
pretty much. I gotta hook up my fucking TV, bro. Fucking.
So I have a question.
I've been waiting.
So okay, so I finally I solved my problem with my TV. By the way, the reason why I can't get a proper overscan working. So peep this shit. So you gotta remember this TV that I'm currently using right now, like this 720p garbage fucking piece of shit TV, right? I've had this for about 8 months. Oh, and no, trust me, I'm going to now because after what I recently discovered, it turns out that when the hotel manager that owns this place gave me this TV, just dropped it in my room one day when I was at my neighbor's. When I came home, it was sitting in the middle of my fucking room. So I've been using it ever since. The problem is, and this is what I recently discovered earlier, that it's one of those show floor models. You know what I mean? That are like designed for a way to only substitute for show flooring only. So half the fucking features are disabled on the TV. Outside for certain ones. It turns out that that's what my TV is. That it's literally a stolen fucking show floor model. Yes. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be upgrading here relatively soon, dude, because this TV sucks dick. Like half my shit gets cut off on the sides of the corner of the screen because I don't have an overscan feature that works in the TV anymore. Because it's a showcase model.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you need like at least like a LED like 4K joint.
But that's the thing. I don't need that shit. I mean, fucking, would it be nice? Yeah, but I'm not spending that much money on a fucking 4K TV. Even the cheap ass brand ones.
Time, my boy. It's time, my boy. You need to put away the black and white TVs.
Black and white, bitch. Shut the fuck up. I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied with 1080p, dog.
Time to get at least with last
generation. This nigga got bunny ears on his TV and shit, bro. It's fine, my boy.
Nah, my TV's not that old. Jesus Christ, dude, man. It's one of those fucking. They still sell 720p TVs on Best Buy.
You gotta crank it from the front and shit.
Either get with last generation or just get yourself a Nintendo.
Dude, man, I went from a 1080p monitor that's small to a fucking downgrade of a wider screen. Like, dude.
Hour
Like
plan.
honestly, like
Hour.
4K, yeah, you could get like a decent 4K TV for like. I have to look around to see if I can find anything, but yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna get my
I just
screen
want
now,
something to
dude.
replace, dude, man, so I can fucking not have to worry about like figuring out what button is that I can't see on the side of the corner of my screen. It's kind of an
Yeah.
Wait for a deep sale for Black Friday.
dude.
Actually,
This year Black
Friday's a
Friday was
hoax.
dog shit. Fucking over here in
That's a
Canada.
hoax.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a hoax.
It's racist.
Oh God! And with that, what a perfect way to end my fucking stream.
That's racist.
What a perfect way to end my stream with a fucking racist goddamn fucking joke, guys. There you go.
What the fuck is Black Friday?
Right? Yeah. All right, man. Yo, listen. So, Wolflo and Dreadhead, thank you so much, man, for fucking being part of the show. Like, it feels nice to fucking have people on my podcast and just chilling and shit. You know what I mean? And fucking, instead of me just doing it by myself. And that's why I can't wait till we get, like, the four of us together and do an actual legit podcast. I can't wait for that.
The good old days.
Well, yeah, man, because we just talk about gaming. We just talk about random shit. And we're not, like, fucking blowing up at each other. We're not fucking talking shit about shit. We're giving fucking facts on how we feel about shit, dog. Like, you know what I mean?
You could even bring a bunch of different people on. Too.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Shoot the shit.
Yep. That's what I plan
I
on
like your
fucking
approach.
doing.
I
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah, you see?
This definitely suits me. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a fucking place we can just hang out and just talk about gaming, dude. Like, that's what gaming is about. Not about which game looks better, Horizon Forbidden West or fucking Hellblade 2. Fucking really? Like,
Oh,
nah,
yeah,
dude.
no, Horizon.
Like, yeah, dude. It's like, dude, why are you fucking bringing this up in the conversation to try to bring it up in a fucking lethal way, dude? Like, fuck off. We already know the answer.
Hellblade looks like a cool movie.
Yo, Hellblade 2 is gonna fucking rock my dick off. I can't wait for that motherfucker to drop, dude. Oh, I can't
It
wait.
looks more like a Sony game than a Sony game.
All right, man. All right, guys, man. Thank you all for coming out. Gruda, man, thanks for fucking chilling, dude, man. I appreciate it, dog, man. Now you get it. Now, Gruda, you better understand where I want to go with my shit, dude. Now you see it, motherfucker. About goddamn time, you fucking motherfucker. All right, guys. Thank you all for popping in, man. I appreciate it.